Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode number 173 of the Terminus podcast. This was supposed to be 2 weeks ago, but this is for the weeks of December 18th, 2021. Yes, we missed one. Yes, I'm sorry. I had a little bit of a problem. I talk about it in the Railroad stream. If you're curious, check that out. Anyway, I'm your dispatcher Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral. With me I have two engineers, that'd be Jacob Durbin and Nicholas Christensen.
Hey.
One fireman, TJ Sicosio.
Hey.
And 2026 Productions.
It's time and everyone.
Okay. You've been normal this whole time. Anyway, what we're about to see is not normal. It is 2 weeks worth of accidents in the Class 1 Medal of Responsibility. And also, strap in, because this is the last week before Christmas. This is Zombie Train Loco Royale. The train will terminate at this station.
So today, I do believe we are in Ashland, Virginia.
No, we're in Ashland, Maryland. Joke's on you.
Yeah.
What?
I'm kidding. Yes.
Sorry, I don't live there. What is it? Yeah, we're in Ashland, Virginia, home of wondrous activities and things, including an overpriced hobby shop, CSX, and a town whose corporate identity is tied to the train.
And also a really concerningly frequent occurrence of people turning onto train tracks, thinking it's a road.
This is true.
Yeah. So maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky and see one of those tonight. But if we're really lucky, we'll see a train. That train will probably be on the tracks, unlike all of the entries I'm about to list off. I'm going to go kind of quick here because we have a lot. Starting with Union Pacific on November the 24th, there was a train derailment in Houston. An employee was injured. The next one after that, there was actually one before that, two on November 17th, one in Mills County, which was a real pileup, BNSF and an empty coal train, engines and cars everywhere, holy crap. And then CSX hit a car in Gary, Indiana. Yes, our favorite. That was the same day.
I was going to say, you're not exactly missing much in Gary, Indiana.
No, I've driven by it. I've witnessed it. Although there's something I want to touch on later, Milky. I want to touch on something with you later, just to say, because now the moment I think Gary, Indiana, or Gary Railways, my mind goes to you. It's been that way for years. Anyway. Two were hurt in NS derailment in Georgia on the 28th of November. And then, are we finally out of November? I think so. December 1st, Union Pacific does it again. Demolishes a truck that was sitting on the tracks. Whoops. And then on the 7th, Canadian Pacific has their second accident of the period. Or sorry, they actually have one on the 3rd. They hit a semi. And then on the 7th, they did something else. They derailed. Bunch of tank cars all over the place. Good thing there weren't any explosions there. On the 10th, I believe this is the next one, a train hit a car that was Norfolk Southern. Then on the 11th, Canadian Pacific had their final accident of the period, to my knowledge. They did some multi-track drifting with some circular covered hoppers. It looks really cool. Probably wasn't really cool to clean up and stuff. Then on the 12th, NS derailed a heritage unit. I believe it was the Southern Heritage Unit outside of Pittsburgh. Rest in peace. This is how they're getting rid of them, I'm pretty sure. They're letting us down gently by not repainting them, just crashing them all one at a time. BNSF got knocked over by some high winds in Oklahoma. That happens. That was on the 16th. The following day, the same thing happened to NS. This was tornado. This was tornado problems, I believe. The 18th, CSX had a wreck with a coal train. It sort of just jackknifed all over the place and then crashed through somebody's yard, but missed their house, so lucky them. The owner is quoted saying he's not surprised that a train ended up in his yard. I'm not sure what the takeaway is from that, but the takeaway from this whole thing is that KCS is the holder of the mantle again.
As they should be.
Is anyone under any delusions that KCS is not going to be holding the mantle when they cease to exist? What will we do then? How will we take it away from them? We'll just have to like put them on a pedestal and say that it's theirs for all time.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We're not getting rid of a segment, not that easily. Okay, so there. I went through the Colossal Mantle of Responsibility as fast as I could. We're trying to do a little bit of quick things in this podcast because it's going to be a long one, as we know. Already, that was more that I typically rattle off.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. So, what have you guys been doing the last month of my absence?
The last month, I actually went out of state.
Which is hard because you're in a big state.
Yeah.
For me, it's like I sneeze and I go out of state.
I mean, if I went to Washington, it'd be really easy, but I did not go to Washington. I went south to the wonderful state of California. And that was very fun. See if I can put some photos here in the chat from that. Just some very brief photos. I could spend the entire segment talking about this.
Yeah, this could be a whole debrief.
Yeah. But anyway, I went south and a little bit east because the first place that I went to was Klamath Falls.
Oh, hey, I've been there.
To see their steam engine that you've seen, Ellis. You've been there.
Oh, the one on display?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a picture of very scrubbly Leibold and Argelius in front of this engine. It's so funny.
Then after that, I took a detour further east to something that we will be talking about further in detail later on in the podcast.
Spoilers!
So I went there, saw about 12 steam engines. That was a spectacular experience that will never happen again. at that spot, but we'll talk about that when we get to that. Then I went south to Sacramento. And had the wonderful opportunity to go. Oh, and I stopped in Dunsmuir to see their M6 Mogul. Had to. Plus, I own the brass model of it, so I'm legally obligated to do the actual thing.
The SP boy.
Yeah. So that was very cool. Very well kept engine, much like ours that we have near me. Then I went to Sacramento and went to the museum there. I don't really need to show any pictures of that because
everyone knows what that looks like.
Yeah.
There's a cab forward. There's a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
There was a tiny
going inside
440.
the cab of the cab forward was really fun.
It's a very charming museum.
Yeah, it was very good. I also saw the fire train engine while I was there too. Out in Roseville. That was
Fire
pretty
train?
neat.
Oh, like the BNSF, like the... Okay.
No. Like the SP fire train, boy.
SP fire. Oh, okay.
This used to be equipped for firefighting.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about something more contemporary. Oh, this guy's cute.
Yeah.
Isn't there like one of them running in like Texas with Grapevine?
Well.
No. Short story, no.
Yeah, short answer, no. I want to say, this is just making me think, like, holy crap, you could have an entire royale of just SP locomotives on display in parks.
Yeah. Yeah, you could. You could. And that'd be a Hobo Royale.
The Southern
because
Pacific.
There's a lot of SP different classes that are around in parks, museums.
So
anyway, the next place that I went to was Rio Vista, California, to go.
I assume there were
the
trolleys
Western
involved.
Railway Museum. Yeah, there were trolleys involved. Oh, share a few pictures of a few of them in particular. I was pulled behind the 4001, which is a ex-Indiana Railroad and high-speed interurban car that eventually found its way to the Portland Traction Company,
Oh, I
and
like
that's what it's painted in.
I like that blue.
Very fine car, runs fantastic. I had the opportunity to run it on their main line, gobbles. And it was fantastic. It was fantastic. I had a really fun time running it at 30 miles per hour.
Ooh.
I would
That's
not
the,
trust that thing in 30 miles an hour. I'm sorry, I wouldn't.
I would.
Well, you
It
did.
it rode pretty well. It
Okay.
rode better than the PCC did at 30.
Your PCC or the MBTA
No,
one?
I
You mean?
took a no, I took a PCC out too.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
Um,
I thought you were just talking about the Mattapan line, and I was like, yeah,
I,
I was
I,
gonna bring that up.
but no, that too. But no, I first got offered the operated Muni PCC, which it's neat because we have one at our museum that doesn't go that fast. The hostile controls are a pain in the butt on these, but
Is that the controls in the back?
yeah. So we had to do that on the way back, and that was very fun. But anyway, that was cool. I also got a kind of behind the scenes tour, so I thought was neater than hell. So I got to go inside their organometric parlor car that they have down there, the Sampui, which
Ooh, that's
it's
pretty.
What?
yeah, it's a fantastic car, very well kept.
That is nice.
It's the same that we had to sell in the 1970s, but it's at a good home now. And I also got the opportunity to go up in the cab of one of my favorite steam locomotives, who happens to be an Iron Horseman character.
Merc,
Oh.
Mark!
Merc.
There's Mark's cab. That cab is so high up, it's not even funny.
Mark is a tall
Like-
locomotive for what it is.
Like, you can see the door for scale there.
Yeah, it's pretty tall.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Careful
So
not
that
to
was
roll
really
it.
neat. And then I went up to Willits, California to see all the old NWP stuff that they had up there. And the skunk train, which wasn't running. Which was fine, because I was there for the trains that were stored there. So that was neat. Went to the Wedward, or the Tribe through Wedward. That was neat. I drove my car through it just to say that I'd done it.
How much was that? You said there's like a toll for it.
It was like, I want to say that was like $5 or $10 maybe. Which for the experience isn't that bad.
No, that's kind of neat. I'd pay that money. I would do that.
I wonder if there's like a, like, you know how when you like smoke in your house for
Yeah.
a long time, your wall's yellow. I wonder if there's like a yellowing on the bottom
Yeah.
of the tree.
On the inside of the
Yeah.
tree. Yeah, instead of
Yeah,
trying to scrub off the
from all the
inside.
exhaust.
And then after that, I went up to Eureka to see their stored cheap nines up there. One where it says
Undecorated
torpedo
railroad.
tube,
Yeah, undecorated.
undecorated torpedo tube. So, yeah, just a little trip, but why not?
That's neat.
I had a
Very
pretty
cool.
good time.
And that was your adventure.
like-
How long was that?
That was like 5 days.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Jealous.
5 days, a whole bunch of driving.
Yeah. I want to go on a
That was
5-day foaming adventure.
Same.
I went to Vermont twice. I took a picture of a train. It wasn't moving. I went
That could
back.
be worse.
I went back mostly for the meteor shower, and didn't really get to see much of it because it was dark, and I wanted to chase some trains, and then I didn't get to do so, which is nobody's fault but my own because I just had to get back. It was kind of an awkward little vacation, but it was the day after, or the days after the Providence Northern open house, which was a really cool, like, apparently there were a ton of people there. This was a Saturday and Sunday. It was last weekend. And apparently we had like 70 people come in to our
Wow.
little model railroad on Saturday, which boggles my mind because Saturday was like hurricane force winds and rain.
Oh, jeez.
I stayed home because I was like, well, first of all, I don't want to go out in this. Second of all, nobody's going to go to the Providence Northern on a day like this. Like, everyone's going to stay home. And I went there on Sunday, and I was like, oh, how was yesterday? And they're like, oh, wait, it was packed. People were complaining it was too busy in here. And I was like, oh, holy crap. People were having to squeeze through the aisles and stuff. I was blown away.
That's good.
But yeah, no, I went on Sunday, and I ran a couple trains around. But honestly, I spent most of the time sitting there trying to bang out a scene of the Housatonic to show at coffee shop, or to read at coffee shop. And then we didn't end up doing coffee shop, and I couldn't make that coffee shop anyway because I was in Vermont. So it was like a couple of the guys were like, "Why do you come here to just sit here on your computer?" And I was like, I'm writing something, okay?" And way too few of the boomers at the Model Railroad Club knew of the Titchfield Thunderbolt. I thought everyone would know about that. I figured I was the last one on the boat for that. But no, I was like, have you heard of this? And people, almost everyone that was in the office with me was like, no, I don't know what that is. I was like, really? It's like an older movie. It's about trains. And JB was like, does it have steam in it? No, that's why I didn't watch it.
Gottstein.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. But there was the most amount of steam there that I've seen at the PN, I think, ever. Just, it was like at least 50% steam that got run during the open house.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. And it was funny
Seems
because
good.
we were reading off the rules like a couple days later in the meeting. Oh, that's what the other thing was. So Saturday and Sunday were the open house. I left the open house on Sunday, drove home, picked up Gloria, went to see Hamilton at PPAC, came home the next morning, got up early and drove to Vermont, and then had to come home the next day to get home for 7:30 to go back to the Providence Northern to go to the monthly meeting because it was the bringing in of the new president and stuff like that. And we were going over like, oh, and the open house happened, and these were the rules because we were just reading off the old business. That's people just walking across the middle of the tracks. Very cool. And, you know, they read off, you can't do this, and JB yells, and no steam. I'm like, yeah, okay. It was mostly steam.
You would have hated us.
Yeah. But I'm still trying to compile photos and video for the new Providence Northern slideshow that we're going to be showing at the Big E. So, if any viewers here are going to be in my neck of the woods, look out for me at the Big E. And TJ, if you want to go, let me know.
If I am not swamped with work, definitely.
Yeah. No, we're going, goddammit. Tie you up, throw you in the car, take you to see a train. I wonder what engine is going to be in the parking lot this year.
Well, speaking of open houses, we, the Central Ohio Model Road Club, we've been able to do our open house again this year. First time in 2 years. And so far it's been going well. I went today, and I'm going back again tomorrow. And like like the Providence Northern one. I think it was mostly Steam.
Mhm.
Or, well, not mostly Steam. Like, I'd say maybe 40% Steam.
When is your club
Alright.
set?
There is none.
Oh, okay, see,
It's just kind of run whatever you want.
that's why it was so extraordinary for the PN, because we're set in 1985. So
Well, also, at like a public open house, I think the public resonates more with, the big stereotypical steam locomotive than, any diesel.
yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
it depends.
Well,
I feel like,
Yeah.
but yeah, you do want to do
I mean,
things. That
either like a steam engine or like a CSX or something that you'd actually, see. Unless you specifically go to see trains.
Or a crack passenger train with a pair of E's or F's
Yeah.
on it.
I mean, there are definitely a
Yeah.
lot of iconic looks that you could show off. At the same time,
Yeah.
though, a lot of the stuff that was being run at the PN, at least. I mean, there was a cab forward. There was an I-5.
I appreciate that guy.
Yeah, I know the cab forward is fun. There were a couple of Baldwin centipedes that were on the head of a
Nice.
train.
Like chaos.
It was a real
Nice.
smattering of stuff. There was
Did
also
somebody say wheels?
yeah, there was also the Hogwarts Express and Thomas the Tank Engine, of course.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, there you go,
Yeah.
of course.
Nice.
Which something blew my mind, and this occurred to the older guys first because they had seen it when I wasn't there. Kids don't recognize the Hogwarts Express anymore. Harry Potter,
Really?
the first Harry Potter movie came out 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It has not left the public consciousness, but today's youth, they see the red engine and they don't think Harry Potter because those movies aren't,
I
they
feel
aren't
so
on the big
old.
screen anymore. The Hogwarts Express isn't on the big screen anymore. They see it and they think it's a Thomas character or something. And yeah, Thomas is there.
Oh.
Kids still recognize Thomas, but
Yeah. Of
You know.
course. The money dumpster.
That's actually kind of funny with recognizing Thomas because we have a dedicated Thomas layout where the kids can run the trains.
mhm.
Yeah.
And today we had, I think it was Ben and Rosie, and I was just kind of just overhearing and like, I think the parents could recognize them, or at least recognize Ben because from the classic stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't think hardly anybody recognized Rosie because super obscure, and I don't
Well-
think they've had Rosie in like any of the CGI stuff except for
Actually,
like
they
one
have.
season.
She made a revival actually in the most in the one before it got to crap.
Okay,
But like if it was the pink, okay, I'm sorry for geeking out. I keep a tab on this stuff. It's like a far tab, but if it was painted
same.
if it was painted dark red, they probably would have, but if it was painted like the pink, then no.
No, it was the pink one.
Okay, yeah, probably. Sorry about that.
No, it's good.
Okay.
No, we need the
But
Thomas conversation.
yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, everything ran pretty well. We didn't have any like significant derailments. We had a pretty good crowd all day. It was just nice to be back for something other than just
Yeah.
running and bullshitting on Thursday night.
Yeah,
Yeah. for
if
sure.
I remember right, you were having an issue with one of your decoders, right? What happened with that?
Yeah, this is a story and a half. Okay, so this was Tuesday night, right? Yeah, this was Tuesday night. I decided to put real coal loads in a few engines. I put one in 12, the little 10-wheeler, fine. Put one in 15, the bigger 10-wheeler, that's the one in the pictures. Runs beautifully, and the coal load worked just fine. And then I tried to put it in 16, which is the 280 there, in the second picture.
Yeah.
And it worked. The coal load turned out really, really good until I decided to try and run the thing, just make sure it still worked. So on those engines, you can remove the coal load and work on it separately. I didn't realize that, even though I own 2 of these things already. So I don't know how I don't know how it didn't click. But anyway. So there's like a little latch where you can, you remove the coal load and it's just open. And I used like the white scenic glue to glue down the coal load. Okay, and below that is the circuit board for the decoder and stuff.
Yeesh.
Guess where the glue went?
Down.
Yes. Down.
Oof.
And then as soon as I tried to put power to it, it just didn't work. So I'm like, oh fuck, what's going on? I thought, okay, maybe it's just not getting power. Take it apart, and the decoder itself looked okay. There were still, like it looked a little. There's like a little part of it that looks a little burnt, but it's not too bad. I still need to get a hold of TCS, see if they can replace it.
It's only a little.
So
crispy.
it took just a little crisp.
Not unlike
It's like-
3025.
It's like the first setting on a toaster.
I don't know about you. The first setting of my toaster does literally nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like maybe the second setting. It's like just a little crisp, but not burnt or anything. So then I take the decoder out and like, okay, maybe the board's fine. Board was not fine. That's where
Oh,
the
no.
majority of the glue ended up. Like around. I wish I had a picture of it, but like the glue was like all around like the plugs and stuff. It didn't, or like the pins where you actually plug in the decoder.
Hmm.
It did. It cleaned up fine, but it already poked into the board. If I didn't put power to it, it probably would have been fine. But oh well.
Just waited until it dried, or you could have rather.
Well, no. I put this on the night before, so it was still it was still wet.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I'm saying if you had waited, right?
Yeah, if I had waited, took the thing apart, I probably would have been able to clean it, salvage it, and it probably would have been okay. But oh well.
The
But
dangers of
luckily,
glue.
but I had a similar board and another wow sound decoder from a different engine. Swapped that in just so I could run it at the open house, and it's all good.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. I have done nothing train related, so
Yeah, I feel that.
yeah. Just, I had my last semester. Just for those on the podcast, I had my last semester of college classes, and wow, was it busy.
Mhm.
So yeah, not much time for foam. But I am starting an internship next semester, and so I should be free like on the weekends and stuff because I don't have homework anymore. So
Woohoo! Yeah, welcome to the
We'll be able to
post homework
farm.
club.
Yeah.
dude, I have to do one more paper because the internship is a class technically, so I have to do like a paper for the class about like about my internship, and I have to keep a journal, but I never have to do homework again.
Nice.
Well, you hope.
Yeah. I hope, yeah.
Can you take this home over the weekend and work on it? Ah!
No, be gone.
PTSD.
Yeah, I was
Or,
about to say when doing homework on the weekends gives you flashbacks.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wouldn't be can you take this home? It'd be more can you connect to the server?
Yeah.
Hey, can you hop onto the computer right now, 3 a.m.? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, modern
No,
Oh
problems.
boy, for him.
Actually, I mean, we only have a couple minutes here, but I did want to. I wanted to let Ryan talk about his thing briefly, but also, Milky, elephant in the room. You
Yeah.
made the note here about that you bought a model railroad, and not a small
Yeah.
one either.
No, big, mid-sized, small railroads you can model.
You can model? Question
Um,
mark.
So anyway, it was okay. So how it all started was I was at the train show. I think, yeah, it was last weekend. I was at the train show, and they had the small railroad or advertised for $100. I'm
That's
like,
it?
okay.
Oh my god, dude.
$100.
And I'm like, okay. Uh, I'm kind of interested in it. So I got the contact information, and about a week and a half later, I purchased it.
You took this
For
thing home.
$100.
Yeah, my friend Paul has a band, and he offered to help move it, and I'm like, thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
Very cool.
$100.
So it was in
Yeah.
5 different segments. One
Oh
being
boy.
one being the curb section. The other 2 were just generic bench work with no scenery.
Oh, okay.
And the other one was the roundhouse.
Yeah, so here's the
With
generic
yourself
bench
in the
work.
room.
There's a curve. There's the main line, like double
Ooh,
track
the
straight section.
roundhouse.
And
Yeah.
then yeah, look at that roundhouse and turntable. That's worth $100 on its own. Like,
Yeah, that's what I thought when I
Easily.
first saw the picture of it. I'm like, that's
Man, I
value.
wish they had deals that good at the Big E. Everything's
Yeah.
nothing's cheap at the Big E.
Oof.
It's weird. It's like it's a train show, but it's not. I mean, maybe we just aren't looking in the right places, or maybe it's just because I'm poor and I don't have money ever when I go to the Big E. But like I feel like there's never any like deals where you're like, oh, I have to buy that.
I also found some of those deals at the actual train show itself.
Yeah,
Particularly on some brass diesels.
I think there was really only one thing I really wanted to buy once at the Big E, and then I was not sure if I wanted to buy it, and then I bought it, and then I tried to go buy it again, and then they were sold out.
oh, I remember this. It wasn't it like the kit? It was a station
Yeah,
kit?
It was the Alna Center kit, I think.
Yeah.
And then I ended up buying it off their website later because
Yep.
he said that they had more, but just not there. So
Yeah. There's your lesson for today. Impulse buy.
Yeah. Impulse buy can get you shit
And
if you
confirm.
really want.
Very good.
We're gonna
The
have
other
to
thing
move
I
on for a
got
second,
were-
or in a
yeah.
second, but I need to sort something out. So Ryan, go ahead with your chaos.
Yeah.
All right, where should I put the photos?
You can put them in the Terminus
the-
podcast
Yeah.
channel.
So, well, I am, for those unaware, I live overseas, and so I don't get to many train shows. In fact, I've never been to one. So, I
What?
can't really relate to all of these open
Get
house
your ass
things.
over here and we're going to one.
I can't relate to all of these good train show finds, and I can't relate to open houses because the club I'm part of, I'm never there. I'm never in the States for the time of the open house. But that doesn't mean I cannot enjoy the hobby in other forms, thus the virtual world. To make a long story short, I've decided that I would make a dystopian version of the North Pole for my wonderful series, which will eventually be which will be eventually very related to this group very soon. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, so I've decided that I'd make a dystopian North Pole. And I know that this is a far contrast from my locomotive had a glue on their decoder. I understand that. But this is all I've really been doing. And I like talking. So, what is it? So yeah, I've been making a dystopian North Pole, which originally started as, oh, this will just be a 1 hour route project. It'll be a small little contained thing. And then
Never
I'm
is.
looking at it 1 week later, and I'm realizing, oh no, I was so wrong. So yeah. That's what I've been up to, and it's for an upcoming Christmas special, which I'm thinking I'm going to name Their Capybara Noel, despite the fact that it has nothing to do with capybaras.
Okay. The name that I had previously pitched for this was a pole of their own. So
This is true. This is
but
true. It might,
I like
a
it. I
pole of
like
their
it.
capybara.
A pole of
But yeah, so the North Pole's now owned by Amazon. Jeff Bezos rules all. The Polar Express is depressed and Jewish, and yeah. Fun
So
times,
okay,
my pal.
okay, hold on. With the bit, with Bezos owning the North Pole, is this like next year?
No, it's right now.
I mean,
Yeah,
he basically does
yeah.
already. Yeah,
Yeah,
how's
I was
this
gonna say.
Yeah.
Also,
he is the modern day Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, are we? Am I?
Reject
Am I?
Amazon,
Am I
shop
allowed
local.
to? Am I allowed to say what you told me earlier
Yeah, go ahead.
about Bezos and Santa?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you
Well,
go.
I mean, minor spoilers, but uh, allegedly in this chronology, Jeff Bezos killed Santa Claus, and for everyone that's seen the documentary, the Santa Claus, that means you become Santa. So this may have happened in real life. Has anyone checked? Does Jeff Bezos have a beard now? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, like there's
No, he takes
it's
too much HGH for that.
yeah, no. So it's again, I really wish that I could say I've been to a train show. I've been to one of these open houses, but alas, I cannot. So you guys will have to deal with my wonderful malarkey in Trains Railroad Simulator.
that's okay. Fly in for the Big E. You can stay at my place. It's simply get a transatlantic flight. What's
Yeah, simply that'll be a piece of cake.
simply start rowing.
Boat.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So that's wrapped up. It's time for the big event. It's the Christmas season. You guys know what it is. Everyone has made their choice already, so I won't hesitate.
Except for TJ.
Well,
No,
TJ,
I made my. I just haven't put it in.
yeah,
Sorry.
Okay.
please put your choice in. But anyway,
Yeah, okay.
we're gonna need pictures of all these. I've got mine. It's right
The
here.
suspense is killing
Uh,
me.
Do I have to submit mine? Where do I put it?
Throw your picture in the Terminus podcast group. So I'm gonna put mine in there.
Good.
Give me a
I have
this
a nice
is-
side shot of mine.
This is the Zombie Train Locomotive Versus. This is the only time we do royales on the podcast because they take forever. We're gonna try to go through it as at a reasonable speed, as quickly as we can. Does anyone want to try to do the Locomotive Versus thing? I can't do it.
Wait,
can try.
Where do I find?
What is it? It's like the really
1309?
gravelly, locomotive versus.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I can try it. Yeah, all right. Ready?
Go ahead.
Oh my god, that was weird.
I'll be honest. That definitely sounded unique.
You know what?
where
Out of
did-
all of the adjectives, out of all the adjectives, glad it's unique. Glad it's unique.
1309. There it is.
Okay. Oh, there's. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So I'm just sort of dropping them in here. I'm not giving them the proper description of what these engines are. But I myself have decided to take the Empress CP 2816. Milky's taking Sierra Aero 28. Ryan's taking Reddingford 25. And let's see. Jader, you're taking the Frisco Boy.
And TJ's taking the biggest meme
Right.
of this year.
Yeah, TJ and I had the exact same idea. I was like, oh, I'm sitting on this. I'm excited to do this. And TJ, what did you say? Like, I think we have.
Yeah, because the way you laughed, the way I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like,
The way you said you're like, I know what I'm gonna do. I was like, oh,
oh
he,
man, I sound
he
exactly
and
like
I
that
are in
too.
the same boat.
Yep.
Yeah, he does sound exactly like that.
TJ is taking
His mic is a little compressed though. That's why
TJ is taking the double chooch. 1309.
Yeah.
Let me grab a picture. So, God, this is gonna be ridiculous.
Yes.
It's gonna be fun.
Chaos.
Western Maryland. So, for those who don't know why we do this, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, I created a short story called The End of Days, which brought about this thing called the Zombie Train, and then I hung on to that for many years and told stories on this very channel about the post-zombie apocalypse world that I had created and styled off of Max Brooks' The Zombie Survival Guide and World War Z. So, the zombie train used CN3254, but this is an exercise in if the world were to end today and we needed to run out and grab a steam locomotive to make the zombie train right now, what steam locomotive operable today, which I know 2816 is a bit of a stretch, but in honor of CPKCS, it's here. What would make the best locomotive? Now, I need to grab my little 1-minute timers, because I forget that I have to use these now. And everyone here knows how to play Locomotive Royale, right?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone knows how to play Locomotive Versus. It's kind of just an extension of that. We each get a chance in a round to call a stat. Everyone lists off the value for that stat. We compare them 1 to 5.
Wait, hold on. Is this just like top trumps?
Um,
Anyone know that?
I don't know that.
No?
Oh, must be
I've heard of
British
it, but I don't know how it works.
Oh no, okay, never mind. But yeah, this is top
Well,
trumps. Okay,
maybe
continue.
maybe it is. We also each have 1 veto, where if somebody's calling a stat and doing the countdown, and I'm doing the countdown, you can say veto, and you can kick that stat out. So, I am going to start, and this is going to go a little bit slower because I don't have a technical advisor to fill things in for me. But I'm going to start, and I'm going to say that my first stat call is driver diameter. Going once, going twice. Okay, no vetoes, driver diameter. Fill it in the value here. Also, you're going to have to say it out loud because I can't show the audience this anymore. Driver diameter for me is, let's see, 75 inches. Jader?
52 inches.
Okay. Milky?
48.
48. TJ?
Wait, let me just make sure I'm looking at the right one. Okay, there are 2 H6 classes on here, so that's cool. Is it a Baldwin or is it a?
It's a US array design, right?
Wait.
No,
It's the Baldwin one?
It's the Baldwin.
Yeah, I believe it's the Baldwin one. Let me
This
just
too is the,
let me check
it was
off the
the
roll
final
numbers.
Baldwin.
Yeah, because there's Alco Multiple Works built in 1920, and then there's Baldwin built in
Yeah,
1949.
it's the
That-
second
that-
column. It's the final
That's the
column.
Baldwin.
Yeah.
Okay, driver wheelbase is
No, driver diameter.
The driver diameter, sorry, is 56.
56. Okay. Fill that in here. And Ryan.
69 inches.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, hold on. Let me just mark down called for driver diameter. Okay, so biggest
Give
wins.
myself
This is
that
how it
one.
goes. You guys can follow Milky's lead with the typing the points in, but I get 5 points. Ryan gets 4 points. TJ gets 3 points. Jader gets 2 points, and Milky gets 1 point.
Yep.
So you can fill in
Cool.
your points here where it says round 1. You're going to want to go in the first spot there.
Short and stubby, Milky, we got this.
Yep.
TJ, do you have this document open?
It's okay. It can pay off at some point.
I'm gonna say I have a plan.
Wait, so is it whoever
I
has
do
the most
too.
points wins, or whoever has the low? Is this like golf?
It's not like golf.
No.
This is. It's not. We're not
Alright.
doing golf. TJ, do you have this document open?
Yeah, I'm in it. Sorry, I was in the
Okay.
bathroom.
I wasn't sure. I just
Understandable.
only saw 4 total viewers, and I went, somebody's missing. But yeah, you got what did TJ get?
I got
What's in
3.
the-
I was just
Yeah,
filling
Yeah.
in.
Okay.
Okay.
Here, I'll fill that in for you just for the sake of speed. Okay. So, Jader, what's your first stat call? It is similar to Locomotive Versus. It's just Locomotive Versus, but bigger. It's been a while since a lot of us have done this.
Let's do tractive effort.
Okay, tractive effort. Going once. Going twice. Okay, no vetoes. Tractive effort. Let me put mine down.
This
Oh, I
one was
win,
a
but-
deciding factor on why I went with this out of my two choices that I was trying to go.
Attractive effort. 45,254.
Choice.
Mine is 51,490.
21490. Milky?
29,918.
Okay. TJ?
My attractive effort is 70,700.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't
I mean,
surprise me.
I mean, I was expecting
Yeah,
that.
I'm not.
Uh,
I'm not surprised at all. He's a Malay and he's huge.
Yeah. Ryan?
35,058.
Okay, still not bad. Okay, so TJ, you get 5 points. Jader gets 4 points. I get 3 points. Ryan gets 2 points. Milky gets 1 point.
It's okay. I'll give 5 this time
Okay.
because it's actually my go.
It is your go. Go ahead.
Minimum weight of whale.
Minimum weight of rail. Going once. Going twice. Okay. No vetoes. Minimum weight of rail. Let me find that really quick.
But is it the
Boom.
first number,
It
or
is
is it the second
first,
number?
The first number. The first
it,
and second
thank you.
numbers are always imperial units and metric units. We're going to be using imperial.
I got it.
So my minimum weight of rail is 102 pounds per yard.
I knew that. I knew that one.
Yeah.
So.
Jader,
Yeah, ooh,
62 pounds.
62 is pretty
Okay,
good. Milky,
53.
53. Yeah, that sounds about right. TJ,
Also 102.
that says 12.
I was going to say, what kind
Wait.
of alcohol did they put in the 1309 to get? 12
They put
pounds?
in helium. That's what they
Yeah,
did. The boiler's full of helium. And Ryan,
And concrete.
72.
concrete 72. I just noticed this picture is at Steamtown.
That's why I chose it.
Of course it is. Okay, so
It's Steamtown. It's based.
Milky gets... That is the most appropriate use of that word I've ever heard. Milky gets 5 points. Jader gets 4 points. Ryan gets 3 points. And TJ and I, we both get 2.
Oof.
It's not a 1.
You're right, it's not one.
Milky, you could run on, like, just tree branches and probably be fine.
Yes.
Probably does. Alright, TJ, what is your stat call?
Builder.
Builder. Going once. Going twice.
Wait, okay, hold on. One question: How do we quantitatively measure builder?
We
Baldwin.
measure it like this. It goes...
Baldwin go burr.
Baldwin, Alco, Lima, the other builders, and then home built.
Why?
Ask Tyler. Going once, going twice. Okay, yeah, we're doing it. Okay,
Baldwin
so we're
supremacy.
doing this. Anyway, I am. Oh goodness,
Did you put it in like the thing?
I'm Canada Alco. I keep forgetting to mark it down. Yeah, you can
But
put
you're
it
still
in.
a good builder. Yeah. It's just not Baldwin.
Yeah, Jader.
Baldwin.
God damn it! I'm gonna get mopped. I'm gonna get mopped. Oh no.
Getting, you're getting clapped.
Milky.
Baldwin.
Oh no. I should have vetoed this. I was thinking about doing it. Oh no. TJ.
Baldwin.
Oh god. And Ryan, you're also Baldwin.
Yes.
God damn it! All right, everyone gets a 5 except me, who gets a 1.
Let's go.
Incredible.
No.
Standing
I
great.
made a huge mistake. I didn't even think, oh, I'm Canadian. Oh, no.
And we're all Baldwin.
Oh, God. That was the worst possible outcome. Oh, well, sorry,
I'm sorry,
CPKCS. You're taking the L on this one.
Montreal, good builder, but not Baldwin.
Yeah. Ryan. What's your stat
I'm
call?
not good at this. Okay. We'll take boiler pressure for 500, Alex.
Okay, boiler pressure.
Oh,
Going once.
Okay.
Going
Hold on.
twice. Okay, boiler pressure. Let me find mine really quick.
I literally, this is my first time ever participating in one of these. So, like,
it's okay. It's okay.
That's okay. You're You sound confident, which is better than a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Okay, my
Until
boiler
you make it, you know.
exactly. My boiler
Yep.
pressure is 275.
Oh boy.
Jader,
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. 180.
180. Okay. Milky,
Same 180.
double chooch.
210.
210.
Oh my god. There's two
Wow.
ties.
Yeah, this is always fun. Ryan.
Yep.
Also,
Yeah, I'm also 210.
also 210. Okay, so
Yeah.
I take the 5. Thank God. Just recovering. I take the 5. TJ and Ryan both get 4s. Jader and Milky both get 2s. Alright, so you can tally up your points for the end of round 1.
Wait, shouldn't we get 3s?
No.
Okay.
You get
Alright.
so it goes. I get the 5, and then the tie below me is a pair of 4s, and there's nobody in third
Oh, okay.
because they tied for second.
Right,
and then
right. We're
fourth-
tied for last.
Yeah, you're tied for 4th place actually, not even
Okay.
last. The only way that 2 people can get 1s is if 2 people don't have the stat, which is something I hadn't even thought about until just now. I like going and digging into old Locomotive versus, or Loco Royale records for like, ooh, are there any instances of somebody getting straight 1s or straight 5s in a round? And there's, I think, 1 instance of each of those. Anyway, fun statistics. 1309 is in the lead with 19 points.
Yes.
That's not that surprising, but very scary. 425 is in second place with 18 points. 2816 is tied with 1630 with 17 points, and Sierra 28 is in last with 14 points. A nice little engine, but a nice little engine. Anyway, and I've forgotten to write down what gets called, so oh well, we're just gonna deal. I'm doing too many things over here. Round 2. I'm gonna turn this over, and I need to think. What do I excel in? I need to look at my competitors here. Okay, I'm gonna go with firebox area. Going once, going twice. Okay, firebox area. I need to grab.
It's just one number, right?
It's just one number,
Yeah.
yes. Firebox area is in square feet. Mine is 352 square feet.
Oh my god.
I like that response. Jader?
Box area. Okay. 227 square feet.
Okay. You say 300 or 200? Oh, 200. Okay.
200.
Milky,
1 for free.
133 square feet. TJ,
389.
389. Oh, okay, yeah, I knew I was going to lose to you. And Ryan,
196.
196. Okay. So
Come on,
TJ gets 5 points, I get 4 points, Jader gets 3, Ryan gets 2, and Milky gets 1. There's
Yeah, I get 2.
the triumph of 1309. I'll take a 4. I know I'm giving 1309 more points, which is not really the thing I should be doing. But oh well. I'm putting myself above the rest of the people. If I hadn't gotten that 1, man, I would be in a great spot. All right, Jader.
Hmm.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do. Well, hang on. Is everybody coal?
No.
Damn it. Okay. Let's.
I
not
think
do that.
Ellis is oil and I'm oil.
Well, let's not do that.
I'm not sure if they have the coal stat for that one. They might.
Yeah, let's try to stay
Yeah.
away from fuel. Actually, let me check. Yeah, does everyone have that? I'm not sure everyone does.
Yeah, the
What?
fuel capacity.
Yeah.
Control.
Wait.
What is it? Like, I see tender. What is it? Tender fuel capacity. Is that what we're looking
Yeah.
for?
Actually, my
Yeah.
question is more or less: is everyone coal?
No.
Yeah. So that doesn't work.
Crap.
Try
Okay.
something else.
I'm sorry that I didn't want to start a fire in California. Okay.
Well, everyone else is doing it.
Let's do what?
Yeah,
Let's do
everyone
water
else.
capacity.
Yeah.
Okay, water capacity. Going
Okay, water
once.
capacity.
Going twice. Okay, water capacity.
We should be pretty even on this one because none of our engines have exceptionally long tenders.
Yeah, well, 39
Maybe
tender is
five.
pretty big. It just doesn't look that big proportionally.
Oh.
My tender water capacity is 14,400
Oh.
gallons. Jader?
Mine is 7,400 gallons.
Oof. Milky?
I'm double checking mine.
Okay.
Okay. I have mine mixed up with my fuel capacity. I was like, wait a minute, that isn't right.
6 gallons.
4,000 gallons.
Okay. TJ?
Fuel capacity.
Water,
right?
water capacity.
Water capacity. Where? I'm looking. There. I'm so bad at finding things on this website. Alright.
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong group of locomotives. There it is. 12,000.
12,000. Okay. And Ryan?
8,500.
8,500. Okay. So here's where we stand. I actually came out on top on that one. I'm really surprised.
I'm not.
So
I'm not. You have a big tender.
I get 5 points. TJ gets 4 points. Ryan gets 3. Jader gets 2. Milky gets 1.
Good.
Alright, I'm still 2 points behind the leader. Okay. Milky. Your stat.
Oh, wait. Driver wheelbase.
Driver wheelbase. Going once. Going twice. Okay, driver wheelbase.
Oh, fuck it.
This might not go so well.
Let me find mine. Driver wheelbase. 1317. 13.17.
I'm in
Jader?
danger.
Yeah.
18.67.
Yeah, I just thought
Ooh.
about, like, you've got a lot of driving wheels. Milky?
14.50.
Yes.
This might not go so well.
I figured that was a gamble.
TJ?
Driver wheelbase
Yes.
is 20.
Oh, so
Oh
it's
no,
both
this
of,
is not going so hot.
both of your driver. No, smaller is
Ooh.
better, Ryan.
Oh, okay, good.
Go ahead.
I'm in danger. I'll rip TJ.
Ryan.
12.17.
12.17. So yeah, you get 5 points, I get 4 points, Milky gets 3, Jader gets 2. That's rough.
Oh yeah, because like
TJ
what
gets
is a smaller wheelbase means you can go around tighter
Yeah.
curves, right?
Generally, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Never mind.
All right, TJ.
Alright, let's do... So I can't do fuel capacity, right?
No, fuel
Yep.
capacity is off the board because we're not all the same.
Flue tube length.
Fluent. Oh, that's a good one for you. All right, I'll going once, going twice. Sorry, I need to be thinking about if I'm vetoing while I do the countdown. All right, that one stands. Flue and tube length, which is down here at the top of heating ability or close to. Mine is 18.25 feet. Jader,
Or what was the stat?
flue and tube length.
Okay. 17 feet.
17 feet. Milky,
Mine is 13.50.
1350. Jader, or, sorry, TJ.
Mine is 23.
Yeah, okay, that shouldn't surprise anybody.
Long tubes.
Ryan.
19.25.
Okay, that's pretty good. So, TJ wins. TJ gets 5 points. Ryan gets 4 points. I get 3 points. Jader gets 2 points. Milky gets 1 point. Oops, wrong spot. Oops, double wrong spot. Okay. And to cap off the round, Ryan. Second step.
You know what? Let's do axle loading.
Axle loading. Going once.
Going
twice.
Veto.
Okay, Jader
Veto.
vetoes. All right.
I don't have that.
Oh.
Oh.
That would have.
Okay,
yeah.
I'd do it.
That's a good reason to veto.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, try something else.
Okay. What is it? What have we done? We haven't done engine wheelbase.
Engine wheelbase. Going once. Going twice.
Veto.
Oh, yeah, that was a smart veto on TJ's part. That definitely would have been a one
For
for
the
him.
love of God.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, TJ.
Try something else.
Okay.
I love you.
Factor
Veto.
of, factor of adhesion.
Factor of adhesion.
Ah.
Going once.
Veto.
Going oh, all right. That one's up the board too.
Dude, do you guys hate me or something?
Oh my
No,
god!
the
I think
questions are asking.
we're fighting for our fucking lives.
For the love of God. Okay. I'll take you Muppets. I'll take high pressure cylinders.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
I am not going to
Wait,
veto
how
that.
do-
Going
Wait,
once.
how do we calculate? Wait, do we just put the thing in like
It's
22
down
or
here.
whatever it
It's
is?
down here. Yeah.
Where is it?
Going
Yeah,
once.
is it what the?
Going twice. All right. Diameter, stroke, and number of cylinders. Which
Wait, where is it? Fuck.
it's right underneath the table. I highlighted it on the
Oh,
document.
I
here.
see it. Oh, hello, I see it.
We all should have two cylinders, or two
Yeah.
high pressure cylinders anyway. Someone has low pressure cylinders. No points for guessing who that is. Okay. Okay. That's not as impressive as I thought. They looked bigger than they are. But they're still bigger than Ryan's, so I'm happy about that. Jader, what the heck?
What?
Nothing.
Did I win?
Depends
Oh,
what
jeez.
TJ's are.
I'm on the edge of my seat, TJ. Come on.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
How many cylinders do I have? 4?
Two. You have two high pressure and two low pressure. Sorry, I should
Oh.
clarify. Because you are a compound, hence double chooch. Ooh, okay,
Let's
yeah, Jader
go.
won. Jader gets 5 points with a pair of
Let's
25
go.
by 28 cylinders. TJ gets second place, 4 points with a pair of 22 by 32 cylinders. I barely squeeze in above Ryan with a pair of 22 by 30 cylinders. Ryan gets 2 points with a pair of 22 by 28, and finally Milky with a pair of 19 by 26 in last. Alright, and points for most medium engine. Okay, so add your scores together. So let's see.
Oof.
There we go.
Oh well.
Okay.
I'm in this engine for fun.
I really did want a meme. For a brief moment, I was looking for something really small and weird, and then I realized it was 3-foot gauge. I don't know why I'm hiding this from the audience. I was gonna bring the last Mason bogey, and I realized it was
You
3
should've
foot, so
brought
that
multiple.
didn't work.
How about multiple Vulcans?
Yeah, there are 200 surviving 040s in the United States, so
You know, a little army of them, a little flotilla.
exactly.
Maybe on like a Orca Royale, we could do a zombie train like 3 foot.
Yes. Oh God, that'd
Zombie
be...
train, but you're trapped in Durango.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait.
Are there enough different locomotives in Durango?
Yeah.
Actually,
No, you just airlift them in.
9 Durango. Chama.
yeah, in Chama there would
definitely.
be.
The Durango Airlift.
Durango. That's the
Toon
name of
Blaze
this
and Tech
podcast.
Royale.
That's what this episode's called. Anyway, 1309 is still in the lead with 38
Oh.
points. I am right behind it. 2816 is in second place with 36 points. The gap is exactly the same. 425 is in third with 34 points. Frisco 1630 is in fourth with 31 points, and Sierra Railroad 28 is hanging on in the back with 21 points. All right, on to round 3. Not much to lose.
I'm quite surprised by this, actually. Some interesting revelations.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love these. Anyway, all right. I gotta flip my thing over. I need to think. It's about the Mets, baby.
All about the Mets.
I need to think. Oh crap. Okay. Need to look at my competitors really quick. No, that won't save me. Actually, I think I'll only lose to one person who's not much of a threat. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go with number built. Going once, going twice.
For the love of God.
God damn it.
You, Ellis, you son of a muppet.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Might
you had some recourse there, but you know what? Whatever. You let me go that far with it. Yeah. So I have 20 of these.
Same.
Yes. That's the best outcome I could have hoped for. Milky.
Oh, by my.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to dunk on Milky more. TJ? TJ?
There was like 10 of those.
Oh, my mic was muted.
Oh,
Number built is 10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you count the H6 class in both columns, it's 55.
They're gumballs?
No.
Okay, thank you. I love you.
Gumball.
Oh, did you put it in there? Oh, that's exciting. Okay, sorry, TJ, you had 10 of these? Gloria
Yeah.
just came in and
No,
gave me some
55.
candy left over from the gingerbread train that she and Audrey are working on.
55.
So here we are. Wait, what did you say, TJ?
I said I have 55.
Oh, okay.
Including this other crafts.
Yeah, including the other H6 class.
Well, actually, that's true.
They're both H6. So I don't know how that works.
Let me look at this. I mean, dive at the stat sheet, but I'm just
They
gonna.
look like they're the same.
Yeah.
Mostly the
is-
same. I guess it says the overall wheelbase is slightly longer on the.
Okay. Yeah. So they're
1309
not.
version.
They're not exactly the same. Usually, when you get more built, then usually if you have a different number built than number in class, it's usually because it was a bunch of them that were built and then given to a bunch of different railroads. So
Yeah.
that was a good catch, but no, you still have 10.
Darn.
No, it's not like the SPM6 where Steam Locomotives just doesn't have all of them on there because it's weird.
Send an email to Stephen West. They're very responsive. But anyway, all right. So
Well,
Jader and I both get 5, so that's fun. TJ gets a 3, Brian gets a 2, Milky gets a 1.
Hey, I got 2 built. Look at me go.
2 is enough.
I was by myself.
Better than 1.
Yeah. All right, Jader.
Let's do engine weight.
Engine weight. Going once. Going twice. Okay, engine weight.
So technically you can make an argument that for both here. So what are we looking for? The less?
Less is better. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Engine-
Actually, I have a shot here.
Engine weight is for
Yay,
me
I'm
is
not going to get a 1 on this.
351,
Oh.
200.
Right.
TJ's like, no, that's right. I'm big.
Pick.
Jader.
Oh, actually, yeah. No, hold on. The thing about 1309 that's interesting though is that it was designed for 90-pound rail.
Well, it's still real heavy
that's
though.
not
Yeah.
true, 'cause it said it was 102, so.
It's still thick.
So Jader, you're 184.5. Milky was 142. TJ.
Ooh.
440,
Yeah.
34,900.
How's that 90-pound rail feeling?
Yeah, it's a 102-pound rail, so.
Ryan.
213,000.
Oh, this is a real shakeup. I came in second to last. I didn't expect that at all, but I still beat TJ. So, I guess I'm glad for that. Milky gets 5 points. Jader gets
Yeah.
4. Ryan gets 3. I get 2. TJ gets 1. Okay. So,
Wait on drivers.
okay, that was a quick call. Wait on drivers. All right, yeah,
It's a
going
quick
once,
call because I thought that.
going twice. Okay, wait on drivers. Let me find
There we
that
go.
really quick. Same deal. 183,800 for me.
Yeah. That's more than my entire engine.
Oh God. Jader.
Wait on drivers. Wait. Didn't we just do wait on drivers?
No, we did.
No,
we
we
did
did engine wait.
Engine wait.
Oh fuck! I put in the wrong number.
Oh, for
Ooh.
crying out loud!
Okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
What was your Oh, put it. Oh, put it.
I'm sorry.
Don't forget.
Carry on. I guess.
Okay. There.
210.
Okay.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot for what it is.
Yeah.
All the vodka.
Well, you know how many drivers he has.
Yup. All right, so here's where we are. Milky, you get 5 points with 127,000. Ryan gets 4 points with 129,000. I get 3 points with 183,000. Jader gets 2 points with 210,000, and TJ gets 1 point with 366,000.
Damn it! I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm blind.
No big deal.
They're easy to mix up. I just said it.
Okay, so now we're doing engine. Or now we're doing wait on drivers.
Wait, what?
Now we're doing wait on drivers, right?
We just
We just
did
We
that.
just-
I didn't go back.
Okay.
I just sort of bit the bullet. Like I don't know what knock-on effects that would have had. I just didn't want to go back.
Oh, I see. I see.
Okay. Whatever. Here we are. This is what we've got. TJ.
Yeah,
Me too, man.
I feel that.
for axle loading, is high good or low good?
I think we didn't we.
I thought we vetoed that.
Yeah, I'm pretty
because
sure we
won't
vetoed axle
have
loading.
That. Yeah. Someone did anyway.
Yeah, Jader did.
Low pressure cylinders.
No veto.
No.
Oh, yeah, now there's no vetoes left though.
Ryan still
No,
has his
why
veto.
there's one.
All right.
Yeah, I do.
Great area.
Great area. Going
Okay.
once. Going twice. Okay, great area.
It's I should have used my veto, but you know what? I'm a man of mine, and we're gonna take the one in
Take
stride.
this loss. God damn it! Who broke my formatting?
I didn't.
TJ.
Oops.
Paste values.
I just did.
There we go, team. This is looking good. All right, good. I'm not last.
Oh, I
So,
need
like,
to see if
we'll
it's still
take-
broken. Alright, holy crap, I won. Okay, 80-80. I have 80-80. Jader?
64-60.
460 Milky.
28-20.
TJ?
72-20.
And Ryan?
54-20.
Alright, thank you for not... hey, 420, blaze it. Thank you for not vetoing that, actually. I get 5 points, TJ gets 4 points, Jader gets 3 points, Ryan gets 2 points, Milky gets 1 point. Okay, almost at the end of round 3, last stat call for round 3. Ryan, go ahead.
All right, you know what? I'm going to take a shot in the dark here,
Okay.
and I'm going to say superheating surface.
Superheating surface. Going once, going twice, superheating surface. Okay,
I imagine that since I have long clues, it'd be okay.
I mean, one would hope. Let's see, superheating surface. There it is.
Okay.
I found mine. 1640.
You think you'd be okay?
I mean, look, here's the thing. Like,
Nobody's
Oh,
okay for
okay.
the double chooch.
you know,
It's okay.
the mistakes I made were calculated, but boy, am I bad at math.
All right, yeah, I have 1640. Jader?
It was a mistake.
This is superheating surface?
Yes.
579.
Okay,
Solid.
never mind. Not an awful mistake, actually.
Loki?
332.
Sorry.
975.
Yep. Sorry, I had to answer a question. And Ryan?
What is it? 620.
620. Cool. I'll take that. 5 for me, 4 for TJ, 3 for Ryan, 2 for Jader, 1 for Milky. That was 2 5s I didn't expect to get. There we go. That's where I stand.
Okay.
I hope I've managed to get out in front of TJ. It looks like I have. Oh crap, I just spilled candy everywhere.
Oof.
Oof.
It's rolling away across my desk. You know, I really want some Mike and Ike's. What's everyone's opinions on Mike and Ike?
I think
I got mine
Good
there,
and
but-
Plenty's
Great
are the
candy.
superior cylindrical candy.
Oh, okay. I've actually never had them. What do they taste like?
Good and Plenty's, they're like licorice.
Oh, okay. Mm. Maybe I'll...
That's why they're a 10 out of 10.
Oh, okay. Anyway, TJ, hit enter. So I can see your score.
Oh, hold on.
Ooh, I like the look of that. So, anyway, I am in the lead with 56 points. 2816 is taking the lead. 1309 is in second with 51 points. 425 and 1630 are tied with 48 points. And then Sierra Railroad 28 is now 14 points back with 34 points. So that's rough.
But you can't avoid those stacks forever back and win it.
No. Well, I don't know. We've only got another round here, and what do I do? Well, I think... do I do it? I think I pick number in class.
Ugh.
Veto!
Okay, yeah, I was expecting that. Yeah, that's fair. That's a completely reasonable thing
Yep.
to do.
Yep.
Now I actually need to think. Give me a second.
Hope, seethe, suffer, mauled even.
Okay. Ooh, I have a nuclear bomb I can drop. Booster.
Oh my god.
Fuck you.
What? Come on,
Does
425, come on.
Does
Come on, baby.
Does anybody else have a booster?
No.
There's no stat page here. No.
If you pee out of the cab, you might go 1 mile faster.
Okay. Well, I guess I didn't even realize I had this. And man, I'm glad I didn't announce it earlier. Anyway, my booster
Well,
is
see, every engine has a booster. If you like,
I kind of figured that you did.
Mine
you
has
seen
a
the guys
booster, it's called a hill.
like they'll take the
Yeah.
shovel, lean out the cab, and just like throw.
You know what?
Yeah, like
This
Flint. No,
this
no,
is-
you have to Flintstone it.
This is revenge for
Stroke.
Builder, by the way.
Stroke. Okay.
Now we all get one, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I have
that
12.
was quick.
I have 12,000. Excuse me, I choked
Wait,
on
aren't we
candy.
all tied for fourth? Or for second? Aren't we all tied for second?
You would if you just had a number, but since you don't have the stats, an automatic 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Oh, dude.
I can't believe I
Okay.
noticed that. Holy crap! There's my 5. All right, I'm gonna go home. I'll take the rest of this round off. Okay, I got a 5. Everyone gets a 1. Jader, your stat.
Let's do evaporative heating surface.
Evaporative heating surface. Going once, going twice. Evaporative heating surface.
No one has any vetoes, I don't think,
I know.
except for you.
The reason I do the countdown is in case the person changes their mind.
Mm.
So mine is 3835. Jader.
Mine is 2610.
2610. Milky, I think that's the wrong stat.
Did I read that way?
You need
Oh,
just
that was
yeah.
by fuck.
I was gonna say I know yours is small, but it's not that small.
No, I do in fact have.
You definitely have evaporative heating surface that's larger than the evaporative heating surface.
Although
of, like...
mine is 9.
Oh, nice. Okay, 1569. TJ.
4825.
25. Ryan.
2697.
Wow. That's real close to Jader's. Okay. So, TJ gets 5 points. That shouldn't surprise anybody. I get 4. Ryan gets 3. Jader gets 2. Milky gets 1. Okie doke. I really hope somebody, like, does the timestamp of me realizing that I have a booster and just gives it a quote like, Ryan uses the last veto, and Ellis is like, you've activated my trap card.
Yeah.
Anyway, Milky.
Total engine and tender weight, boys.
Whoa, couldn't see that
Ooh.
coming.
Come on.
And this is supposed to be, small.
You're trying
Yeah,
to let
small
Ellis
is
win.
better.
aren't you? You want Ellis to win.
All right, here we go. Actually.
Total
Yeah.
engine and tender weight, 643,100.
Someone brought a
Oh,
tank engine. They just be.
close.
Tank engines, I'm going to say this. Tank engines in Royales are really some shenanigans. Some fun
they
stuff
are.
happens. Anyway, Jader.
352 400.
Okay, Milky.
232 500.
TJ.
654,500.
That is alarmingly close to mine. You were a really light melee.
90-pound rail. What can I say?
Ryan?
What is it? 395,000.
Yep. Alright, so Jader gets a much deserved... Oh, sorry, no, Milky gets a 5. Of
Yep.
course.
You goddamn right.
Milky gets a 5 on that, Jader gets a 4, Ryan gets a 3, I get a 2, TJ gets a 1. I've had to struggle. I've had to work hard not to, what's the word? Speak in third person and say, like, Ellis gets a blank.
Yeah.
It's been difficult. Needless to say. Alright, TJ. Last stat call.
Robert Lemasuna's power computation.
Robert Lamasi's power computation.
That's probably
Exactly.
not good for me.
So what exactly
Actually, no,
is
wait,
that?
Okay.
wait.
Alright.
I'm gonna do same as above plus substitute, or plus superheater percentage.
Okay. Same as above, but substitute, or plus superheater percentage, sorry. Okay, going once. Going twice. 28,886.
No.
So what is the Robert Lemassa? What is this?
Oh boy. So it's a math. Well, actually, Robert Lee Messina's is a really simple one. It's, I think, rate area multiplied by boiler pressure or something like that.
Sounds about right.
And then
All right.
the other two, or sorry, going down the line, it gets increasingly more complex. So, yeah.
All right.
There's a whole like page of the website that explains it, but I am not that page, and I cannot help you. And Tyler is
Very
not
good.
here. Anyway, so yeah, 28,886. Jader,
628.
11,628. Milky,
5,939.
TJ,
20,429.
20,429, and Ryan,
13,545.
13,545. Okay, so here's where we are. I'll take 5. TJ gets 4. Ryan gets 3. Jader gets 2. Milky gets 1.
Dun dun.
I'd like to point out how aggressively average 425 is.
It is a really good average locomotive. In fact, there's a future joke royale idea that everyone tries to bring the most average locomotive they can, and the goal is to get third place in the royale overall. So
Very good.
yeah, East started off with the golf royales, where the goal was to get last, and it just evolved into like the most mediocre royale possible. We'll be doing that at some point. Anyway.
They fenching Sony.
Yeah, exactly. Ryan.
Yeah, you should do engines you should buy if you don't know how to run a steam locomotive.
Concrete engines only.
So do we have like something to measure valve gear?
Yes, valve gear is a stat.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
No.
Valve gear.
Yeah, sure. Here's the thing. If I'm going to be completely honest, this is like the first time I've actually tuned into one of these. So I'm just taking a shot in the dark.
Well, you're doing incredibly well for your first time, I'm going to be honest.
I looked at the wrong
She said.
for the computation.
No.
Uh-oh. What was yours supposed to be?
Hold on, let me find it. Because I was looking at the H1 through 5 page.
Oof,
Mine is actually... no, it's fine, actually.
Oh, it's not any different?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I know the feeling. I have 3-hour zero railway consolidations next to me.
All right.
And...
Anyway, I have wall shirts valve gear. Jader, what about you?
Wall shirt.
Okay. And what about you, Milky?
Wall shirt.
Mm-hmm. What about you, TJ?
Let me just make sure I'm on the right thing. Wall shirt. Because I was looking and it said Baker, and I was like, oh! And then I realized I was on the wrong one.
Baker's the best. So you're wall shirts at Ryan?
Yeah, I'm wall shirts too.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
You get a 5.
Well, everyone gets a 5.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see, I can do this right.
Once upon a time, I think the unwritten rules were if you manage to do that, you just pick a different stat. But since I finished actually writing up the rules for Locomotive Royale, that isn't in the rulebook, so we just deal with the fact that everyone just gets a 5.
Yeah, cool.
Now we have Judge's Choice, which is supposed to be decided by the judges, which can include stuff that was vetoed. But here's the thing: I know my stats, so I don't feel like I have a place to judge this. So let's see, how many rows are there here? There are. I wish it would show me. So the count is. Yeah, no, it's not showing me the count. Whatever. It's 11 to 61, so that's 60. There's 50 things. Random number generator. Between 11 and 61. So let's generate something. So that's.
Good to see that I'm not the only one that does that.
Yeah, no. All right, so that's something we can't use. That's white notation. 44. What is this? Has it been called? That's a header. That's a section header. I'd try 54. Also a section header. That's one. How about 41? That's tractive effort. We've done that, right? Wait, have we done that?
I thought we did.
Yeah, we have.
Okay, I thought so. 59. Power MT. Oh, man, the random number generator is channeling its inner Tyler, I guess.
Yeah.
This is Tyler's favorite stat. Okay, Power MT.
Right. I'll take that.
Power MT.
It's at the very, very bottom.
There it is.
Power MT 1907.44. This is one of these that's so deep in there. I really have no idea what it means. I know it's a power computation divided by like the axle loading or something, or the locomotive weight. So it's a showing of how much. It's basically a power to weight ratio. It's a really fancy power to weight ratio. So mine is 1907. Jader?
Mine is 524.63.
Milky?
Mine is 609.28.
609.
What?
I have no idea how that happened, but I will take it.
I don't know. TJ?
308.4.
What the heck?
What?
Ooh.
Ryan?
And
Oh,
I'm 930.35.
Yeah, this stat is an enigma and I don't understand it. But I'm not going to complain about a 5.
I'm not going to complain about a 3, goddamn. I'm
Alright,
happy
so
with
there's
that.
5. So yeah. I get
I'm
a
gonna give
5.
him about a 1.
Ryan gets a 4. Milky gets a 3. Jader gets a 2. TJ gets a 1 out of nowhere. There must be something weird with the stat when it comes to compounds.
Yeah.
That's the only
probably
thing that I
is.
can guess. Anyway. Alright, so now I really need to get my timers in full swing here because it's time for style
Okay.
points. Don't
Does this work?
tally your bonus into your total. Here's how this works. You say something you think sets your engine apart from the competition. It can be something that's special about it and unique to it, or something that is just better
Design-wise,
on
yeah.
average.
Yeah.
Now, also, you can throw in things that you think would be helpful in a zombie apocalypse. This is the only time you can do that, but this is your fair warning, I suppose. So,
Yeah.
The first person up. Look, you have 56 points. Oh, did we? Did we not? Oh, we didn't. We didn't calculate. We didn't calculate for the end of round 4.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't think everyone else
Yeah.
calculated,
Do
so.
your math for the end of round 4. Don't include your bonus though. Sorry, I forgot. I got a little overzealous. I forgot that we're supposed to do that.
It's okay. I jumped ahead and did it
Yeah.
before.
So tally in your points
Okay.
for round 4. Like I said, don't include your bonus point. Thus far, are these actually little gumballs? I should not have a gumball when I'm trying to make a podcast. What am I doing?
No.
There's something to
that's a
chew
bad
on in front of
idea.
me. I'm just gonna put it in my mouth. I would die. If I was a king, I would be poisoned already.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alright, yeah, TJ and Ryan just hit enter when you're done. Oh, Ryan did.
Okay. That makes
Wow.
a bit more sense.
Holy crap. So, yeah. We'll say that I got my revenge for that round 1 builder
you
call.
fulfilled your prophecy here.
Yeah. We're running to Mexico, I guess.
Yeah.
So here's where we stand. 2816 is in the lead with 77 points. 1309 is in second with 67 points. 425 is in third with 63 points. 1630 is in fourth with 62 points. And Sierra Rara 28 is in last with 56 points. That's rough. That's a ways back. I'll say
Okay,
now,
good.
if any viewers are enjoying this, we have a whole series of these. It's on my channel. There's a playlist of Loco Royale. Some of the most fun I have, and I think the last episode that we just made, the Royale of Royales of Royales, which was the culmination of the last 6 seasons of Royales, it might be the best episode we've ever made. I really like it. It might not be the funniest, but it's a really good competition. Anyway, so
That's good.
since we worked this stuff out, now we go to style points. You have a minute to call your style point, as usual. Milky is going to go first, and then we're going to go down the line, so it's going to go Milky, TJ, Ryan, myself, Jader, and then back to Milky. It goes around in a circle. I'll be the judge on awarding points. I will try to be as impartial as possible. I know I also have a hand in this competition, but oh well.
Can I get a visibility point for my tender? Because I can see behind it.
Yes, you absolutely can.
From both the side and the cab.
Yeah, you
window.
have a visibility point which nobody else has. Nobody else can see over their tender. So take your solo point on that, and then we move on to TJ.
Malay.
You are a Malay. That does set you apart. We haven't given that as a style point before, but I'll twist it around like this. You get a point for being a compound. Nobody else gets that point.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ryan.
Do I get a point for saying that my engine's blue?
Yes, actually. You definitely
Great.
have the best paint scheme here. I think I think the CP is deserving of a half a point because it's also a unique paint scheme, but it does not come close to the everything is blue. Oh God.
Yeah.
So
Our engine is literally Mr. Blue Sky.
Mm-hmm.
there you go, TJ. I gave you that point.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'll take a 0.5. And now,
Can I ask this question?
What's up?
Does a model in Train Simulator count as a style
Yeah.
point?
yes, it does. We'll come back to that.
Oh, good.
So I am going to take a point for my all-weather cab, which is also very
Yep.
helpful in Zombie Apocalypse.
Yes, very helpful.
Does anybody else have an all-weather cab? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So I'll take my solo point for the all-weather
I
cab.
think my cab is the most open here, so...
Well, yeah, you got a point because you can see out the back of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, 1630, Jader, what is your style point?
Well, I have one, but I have a question though.
Go on.
Okay, can we use it, or, like, can the location, at least for a zombie train type of situation, can the location of where the engine is when we would go get it to start, building a zombie train, can that play into it?
Depends. Hit me with it.
Okay. With a zombie train, you would need, cars for your team,
Mm-hmm.
your personnel, carry all the equipment you need, defend yourself, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I'm at the Illinois Railway Museum.
Mm-hmm.
I have basically everything I would need.
But you have
Scattered
everything you could
around
need.
the
That is
property.
true.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same situation too, where the Sierra Railway has all that as well, including the roundhouse.
Yeah, I feel like most of us, because we are surviving operating steam locomotives, we have decent facilities and equipment around all of us.
You have the entire CP, some CP shop in Calgary, I think.
So,
Yeah.
while I do admit that is a very clever call, I don't think I can grant you
I
points
think
for it because
I think it applies to most of us,
Yeah.
except for maybe 1309, but that's something
I
that
think
you
that's a
could...
little dubious. 1309,
Yeah.
even, you've got a whole train of cars there.
Yeah, true.
It might be extraordinary in the case of the IRM or in the case of the
Yeah, of
CP Hudson, but I don't think it would necessarily give you as much of a leg up as it could. So that was a smart call, Jader, but
Yeah, that was definitely a good call. It's just we all kind of have that in
by
different
virtue
ways.
of being preserved locomotives.
Gee, well, fuck. Is it too late to ask another stat question? Or not really a stat question, but
No.
would this also be a style point? How many of us, of our class,
I would hang on to that. We'll come back around. Milky.
Okay. In that case,
No.
style point for Doghouse.
No, as in, hold on. That was yours.
Oh.
We'll come back to you.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
Milky, go ahead.
Oh, so we're just skipping over.
Yeah,
Jader?
He
cool.
gave his thing. I
Understandable,
determined
then
it's not a valid
Oh,
point.
the IRM feel. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I get yeah. For quite a while, I had cab sage. I had cab sage on my engine. I think they're still there. It's just they aren't mounted on the engine.
They're pretty serious cab shades. There are more cab shade than I think anybody else has. That said, the Frisco definitely has some, and 1309 definitely looks like it could have some. So I'll give a half a point to 1309, a half a point to the Frisco, and a full point to you, Milky.
Yeah, there's a point of me in preservation with them. And my star I had for a while.
Well, we'll come back around to you for that. So yeah,
Sorry,
give
point
yourself a
five.
point. TJ gets a half a point. Jader gets a half a point. Milky gets a full point.
I think my Discord. What?
Jader, you get a half a point off of his style point.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, TJ.
I don't know. I didn't really think of another one. I don't know. My engine's so not special.
Well, if you'd like,
I mean, you do have your air compressors up front. That's pretty neat and easy to maintain.
yeah, I can think of a few. I'm kind of obligated
too,
not
but
to
okay.
tell you, but if like you can throw up your hands and fold, and I'll give you one, but then you'll be stuck with 2.5 unless
Yeah.
people,
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So I'll fold you, and the point I'm going to give you is that you have way more sand capacity than anybody else by far.
Yeah.
So take your point for sand capacity, so you're going to have 2.5. And then listen, keep a listen for if I end up awarding you more points off of other people's calls, because that's a thing that can happen as well. Ryan.
I'm gonna go with you know what? I'm gonna go with virtual model in trains.
Yep, that's a good style point. People that have a virtual model, usually we go
I
for
do.
any
I do.
major simulator. You can give yourselves a point. I don't know if I do.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think
you have
I
a
do.
you have an old one, don't you, Ellis? You have the. Wait, are you the Streamline CP thing?
I'm a sort of streamlined CP thing.
No. Oh, not
No,
the
he's
thing.
2816.
Oh, I got
28.
Winston. I got Winston to me. Let's go.
Oh
I'll
God.
take
But like,
that.
like genuinely model, like
Yeah, no, like a reskin maybe is worth a half a point.
I mean, it's Ben Neal's consolidation was
No.
basically
Okay,
the
yeah,
thing
no,
that-
I'm not gonna give a point for that. I also don't have a reskin, or I don't have anything, so I get nothing there. So.
Yeah.
I have a K&L model.
If
Yeah,
I was number 3, I would have a model, but
yeah.
I'm not.
So. Does
thought about
1309
bringing
have a
number three.
trains model?
I
yes, he
don't
does
think so.
actually.
Oh, does
He actually does. Yeah. Let me get
Yeah.
a screenshot of it because it was temporarily available on a site that then got bullied by K&L because they used their smoke texture.
Oof.
Bruh.
Yeah. Hold on. It's in the podcast chat. There it is.
Oh, that's
Okay.
That's
So
neat.
yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
So TJ gets a point. Milky gets a point. Oh wait, no, Milky, you said it was a reskin of
don't.
a thing. So TJ gets a point, Ryan gets a point, and Jader gets a point.
and it's not even publicly available yet. So
Jader, are you keeping track of your points? Oh wait, you just didn't have one yet.
oof.
Okay, yeah. So then it comes back around to me. I am gonna take. Let's see. I've got ditch lights. I'm pretty sure nobody else has
This-
those.
This. Yeah, that's probably true.
All right, I'll take my solo point for my ditch lights, which are silly, but you know what? Point is point. Jader, you had a good one. Want to say it again?
Yeah. Point for Doghouse.
Doghouse, absolutely. And I'm pretty sure nobody else has one of those.
Good
Yeah.
amount of 50 cal in there.
Absolutely, you could.
Yeah.
Might get a little bit
Could
loud,
do
but
that.
you could do it. Yeah, so
Why does it
take your
something?
take,
Why does it sound like something Germany would do?
because I'm pretty sure they did ask East. Take your solo point for that, Milky.
I know this one is a bit of an oddball, but it works. Stat cap.
You do have a stat cap. Does anybody else? I don't know. It doesn't look like anyone else does.
What's a stat cap?
Just a thing you can put over the top of the stack. Like, look at his picture.
No. Oh, yeah, like a spark arrestor kind of.
Well,
No.
not exactly. Just
Not even that.
it
Uh,
flips over the
like
top
a
and
cap.
seals it, so that you don't
Yeah.
get rain
Okay.
down it.
Oh,
Okay. I see. That's what that's for. I thought that was always just a budget spark arrestor. My
No.
apologies.
Although the engine did have a chick spark arresting service.
Well, that's a point for another rotation. All right. TJ is folded. Ryan.
Okay. Fuck. Aux tender capabilities.
I have one.
Because 425 is like always running with an aux tender. So
So does the CP Hux.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
So does
you can see
I
in
think
the
16
behind
wait a
it.
minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see.
I think 1630 sometimes does, but it has one.
Okay. Well,
We
yeah.
don't need
But no,
the
but-
tenders to get wood.
If you've got an oxy, then take a
there we
point.
go. Three. Yeah.
Sweet.
We go out to the
Why is
forest.
it? Am I
Actually,
putting these in the
technically,
wrong place?
425 ran with 2 oxys. Can I get 2 style points?
No.
I'm slow.
No.
Hold on. I'm putting these in the wrong
Damn.
place.
Nice try, but no.
Oh well.
Um,
Good points for trying, though.
Wait,
Let's see. All
where are
right.
we putting? Hang on. Where do we put style points?
In the on to
In
the
the
to the
bonus.
right of the thing. So over here.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So. It's a long one. This is first before the business. I'll tell you about it later.
Hmm.
Okay, sorry, my thing's running down, and I'm not even
Okay.
thinking about this. Okay. Let's see. I've got a feed water heater.
I also... do I have a feed water? Hold on. Hang tight.
1309 should. I think. Yeah, you do. You do.
I do?
Yeah.
Alright, neat.
So it's myself, 1309, and 425 have feed water heaters.
Alright, yeah, so take style point.
Style point.
Yeah, but...
All right. On to the Frisco.
Okay. Okay. How many
Wait,
of
how
your
can you
class?
tell that... Wait, sorry, go on, continue.
How many of your class survive? So like that you could pull parts from if you needed something.
Am I? I don't know anything about this engine. Am I the only one?
It's me. And it's also
Started.
you because you're the only survivor.
Mm,
Yeah.
wait, me? No.
No, me.
No,
I think.
Ellis.
Oh. There's.
Because all the other ones are different class.
I'm a survivor.
Not gonna give up.
Yeah. So,
Wait, so Ellis, how can you tell that 425 has a feed water
it's
heater?
that box behind the smokestack.
Oh, usually it's at the front.
Usually it is, but in this case it isn't. I
Like,
don't think there are any
behind this
1309s.
Wait a minute.
I don't have.
I does
Hey,
any,
you know, 1309 has a sister.
I-
Yeah.
oh, does it?
Wait. I
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
1308.
think. Wait. Hold up.
What's up?
Hold up.
I
No,
was going to say, it doesn't look like a feed water heater.
I don't think. I think you're right, Ryan. That's not a feed water heater. That little box on 425.
Is it not? What is it?
Alright.
That's. I think that's for the front end throttle.
Yeah, oh, it is.
No, it is.
It is for the
It is.
throttle.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, then maybe
Yeah, it
maybe
is.
you don't have a feed water heater. My bad.
Yeah. I was going
Oh.
to say, like, I don't.
Oh well, take that point off. Yeah. So
Yeah, I did.
who has surviving sisters? I don't.
I
I
don't.
do.
I do, I guess. Apparently.
How many?
Yeah,
how
1308.
many? Jader.
One.
4.
4? Okay. Jader
Right.
gets a full point, 1309 gets a half a point, and 425 gets a half a point, I guess.
No, I don't have a sister.
Oh, okay. I thought, okay. I misunderstood the answer of that question. Okay, so yeah.
Love.
1309 gets a
How
half a
many
point, Jader gets
Still
a
engines
full
are still
point.
around.
And next, Milky.
Okay. This is one that I pulled out in the past. Now that I'm aware of it. Tender rewailing frog.
Tender rerailing frog.
I do have one mounted on the side of my tender.
I see the bracket where it's supposed to be. I think I
Yeah.
see mine. I don't see one on 1630. I assume there's one on 1309.
I would hope so.
I can't.
They might need it.
Yeah, I can't tell if there's one on 425. But
I'm looking at 425. No, she doesn't.
Milky at least gets one. I
Yeah.
think. Oops. Let me see if I can just get a picture of 1309 for this. Actually, it doesn't look like 1309 has one. Just at a glance. Oh, wait. I think I see it hanging off the very
Frog.
back.
I might. Hold on. What's on the other side?
No, 1308.
Is there a picture of the fireman's side?
No, I'm not seeing the bracket for it, actually. Alright, so I think it's just...
Wait, hold up. No, that's a toolbox. Never mind. No.
Actually, it might be just Milky. Well, if you guys can prove it to yourselves, gives yourself a point, but Milky definitely gets a point for that. So, TJ is folded.
I
Ryan.
don't.
Yeah. What is it? Rear rail or frog? No, I don't have a rear rail
Okay.
or frog.
But it's your turn for a style point. So.
Oh, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Give me uno momento. I'm sorry. Like I should have known this. So like again, I'm sort of new to this, but like does any sort of remarkable history point like get a style point? Because like 425 was on. Was it 425 was on the Louisiana Eastern, which was going to be like a steam hauled class 1. Does that count?
I mean, I don't know if I would give that one. That's neat, but
Yeah, that's neat, but
I don't think I would give that one. Well,
I don't know. You can tell me
well, we'll
what's
come
up.
back around. I have a head and throttle. That's mine. Ryan also has a head and throttle, as we previously established.
don't
Okay.
think I
Does
do.
1309? No, it doesn't look like it.
I would think 1309 does it. Wait,
I don't see
no,
the linkage.
what? Wait a minute. No,
No.
you're right.
So yeah, I think it's
Wait.
just myself and Ryan.
Yeah, based.
Wait,
All right.
wait. No way, it doesn't have one. I
All
thought
right.
it did.
Jader.
Oh shit, it doesn't. Okay. Um. Shit. I don't know.
All right. You don't know?
I don't know.
All right. Well, would you like to fold?
Mm, sure.
All right. Well,
I fold.
I will fold you. Oh, man, I need to think of something. I'm gonna
Fold
try
me
to
up
anyway.
like a pretzel.
Oh. You know what you have? You have doors
What?
out the front of your cab.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
425 also has
There you
doors.
go.
Yeah.
I do not.
Milky
I
does not have
do,
doors.
in
I
fact,
do not
have
have doors.
door.
So you and Ryan
Yeah,
both
so,
get a point
okay.
for doors.
Okay.
Hey,
Incredible. That is something I didn't think would be a style point, but
doors are a style point, believe it or not.
That's a great way to get out into the running boards if you need to do something or
Yes.
escape. Milky.
Okay. My career as a movie star,
Okay.
because the Sierra Railroad was Hollywood the Railroad, pretty much.
Sure.
Anything that could star in the movie was starred in the movie,
Take your movie star point. Move on.
except for 38.
I don't
But
think any
more
of
on
us
that
have
later.
movie star points.
Actually, Ellis, you do.
Oh, I
because
do?
You were in that
yeah,
IMAX.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
were
you
in the you were in the Walking Mountain IMAX movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Yeah, it
I
is.
should see that.
So I'd call that a movie star point.
Okay. All right. Ryan, can you enter for me just so I can see where your points stand?
What do you mean? Oh yeah, just.
Can enter on the spreadsheet. All right. Cool. All right. It's your turn.
Oh, it is. Fuck.
Oh wait, no,
Uh,
sorry. Is it?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it is your turn.
Incredible. Occasionally regrettable. Let's see here. What have I got? I'm gonna try this. Actually, is this worth it? Okay, so I'm sorry. Like again, I apologize. I'm new to this. What is it? What is it? My screw it. Yeah, I mean, well, no, every. Fuck. This is very. The thing is that 425 is great because it's so cool, but it's also so generic. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's a
I
pretty-
was going. I mean, I was going to say this. What is it? 420. I was going to say that in the case of a zombie apocalypse. I mean, I'm not sure if this would work, but actually, fuck it. I'll fold. I'll
Well,
fold.
Well,
No,
say it.
actually,
Say it anyway. Just so.
yeah. I was going to say that the headlight is center mounted, and it is proven that center mounted headlights are more effective than ones mounted on the top of smoke boxes.
Okay. Well, I don't know about that, but
Yeah, look. Yeah, I was going to say.
something you do have going for you that only 1309 has, by the looks, is a cast pilot.
This
So your cow catcher is one solid piece of metal, basically.
Yeah, I'll take that. Sure.
Yeah, nobody else.
Can that be mine?
Yep.
Can that be mine?
You can take that point, and then TJ, you also get that point.
Yeah. But I do.
Let's see. All right, I need to go. I need to do.
I am
something.
raking in the style points. This is fantastic.
Well, I don't actually know what else I have. I'm just gonna fold, because I don't think I have anything else I can throw out there, and I don't even have what I was gonna pick for myself, which was polling pockets. So
Wait, you don't have polling
I don't have polling pockets.
Ooh.
What?
At least not in this picture. I don't. I think everybody else does. So
Yeah,
sure,
I do.
everyone else
Wow.
take a point off of my stupidity.
Okay.
Everyone else
Yay.
take a point off of my polling pockets. I
Yeah,
don't even
so
have
what,
a. Oh God. Okay.
Wait, so everyone gets a free point now?
Yeah, everyone but me gets a free point for having polling pockets when I don't.
Incredible.
Whoops. Okay. Milky, you're the last one who can do style points.
Yeah.
So just go ahead if there's any you can think of.
Okay, style points. I hauled the Farewell to Steam excursion on the Sierra.
We've given a point for that before. You can take that.
Yeah. I hauled it along with, I think, 38.
So wait, hold on. Do you get like special point for special events locomotives have attended?
I have.
Generally speaking, like one.
Yeah, we have given points for some things like that before.
I mean, Steamtown NHS opening.
Yeah, that would have been one.
Yeah.
That would have been
that
that would
would've
have been a
been
good call. I think that would have been a cool one.
Is it too late now?
Yes.
Yeah, folded.
Oh well.
I also was at Welfare 1999.
All right. No, I'm just gonna give you the one for the Farewell to Steam.
Okay. Can I get half a point for my star?
Sure. It's a neat.
I mean, it's
paint
valid.
thing. Yeah, it's a neat paint thing. You can have a half a point for that.
And plus visibility, like in a zombie apocalypse, I'll just look for the train with the star on it.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Anyway, that's about all that I got, except for me being owned by the state of California.
You are.
Yeah, owned by the California Department of Parks and Rec.
That's interesting. Kind of funny. I don't think I'm gonna give you a point for that, but that's neat.
Yeah.
Never.
Fun
I've
fact.
heard of a state
Fun fact.
locomotive, but never a state-owned locomotive. Anyway.
Yeah, because the state of California owns Whale Town.
Gotcha. All right. Well, you can take that
Anyway,
point, and
I'm done.
that's that. Go ahead and tally all of your bonus points into your total. So, 77. It's going to be 87.5.
$70. Okay.
And I'm thinking about how next
Please,
season I'm
total.
going to smooth out the Locomotive Royale so it doesn't drag so much in the back half, because it does. It used to be total chaos. I fixed total chaos, but now it's boring. So,
I mean, it does. This is incredibly fun, but it does take incredibly long. It is approaching 3:20 a.m.
Yes.
London time.
well, that's unfortunate.
Oh yeah, but hey,
At least tomorrow
I see
is
an
Sunday,
opportunity, I
right?
take it. Yeah, and I'm on break, so.
All right, so let's see those final numbers. Wow, this was.
I will say that in a zombie apocalypse, I mean, you can make a case for any of these locomotives,
Oh,
truly,
absolutely.
even 28. I mean, the thing is that, certain locomotive. I mean, the thing with again, each has their advantage and disadvantage.
Yeah.
I mean, with 1309, you could literally take a whole town up a hill,
Yeah.
but you'd be doing 5 mile an hour. With 28, it's a nimble locomotive that,
But you can't haul much behind it.
yeah, you can, maybe you can haul one red wagon trailer.
You can haul just you and the boys.
You and
Yeah.
the bull. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so here's where we stand. CP 2816 standing head and shoulders above the competition. That's actually not really a outcome I expected. 87.5 points. 1309 with 77.5 points in second place. Reading and Northern 425 with 74 points in third place. 1630 with 70 points in fourth place. And finally, Sierra Railroad 28 with 65.5 points in last.
To be honest, I just about to Ellis because I know those CP engines are good.
Yeah.
Well, also consider the fact Ellis is technically way more technologically advanced than any of us. Like, the thing is that Canadian steam locomotives, they continue development onto steam locomotives. They were ready to take steam into the 70s, from what I remember.
Yeah.
So, they've got that. Not to mention, what is it? It's Canada. The thing's been stored inside for God knows how long. It's got nice facilities.
Yeah.
Also, and I just wanted to say this, you're talking about the technological advances, and my first thought was, yeah, but I don't even have power reverse. And then I realized, yeah, I don't have power reverse because it's a screw reverse.
Yeah.
And
screw reverse.
and I because that was one of the things that I was like, oh, okay, I'll keep this in my back pocket as a point. And then I finally looked at it and went, wait, what? But yeah.
Yeah, because what is it? So what is it? Are power reverses better than screw reverses, or vice versa?
I mean, power reverses are nice because they do the work for you, but screw reverses...
But they're mechanical.
Yeah, you don't need... Well, they're less precise than a screw reverse. A screw reverse can be very precise. Anyway. Alright, so thank you for coming along for that ride. We have a new queen of zombie train locomotive versus
A new empress.
a new empress. Exactly. JB would be proud. So now it's time to move on to the news, the discussion topics, and what better place to start than the almost winner, Ryan?
Oh, hello. Yes, so 1309, finally done. After, 4 years of controversy, after 4 years of we've run out of money again, after 4 years of canceling tickets, it's finally here. Now...
oh my god, I love that so much.
Now, I mean, okay, 1309. It's a great. I personally, here's going to be a hot take.
Oh boy.
I personally feel like it was an absolute poor decision by the Western Maryland Scenic to jump into 1309. Glad they finally got it done. However, overall, worst decision they probably could have ever made. Probably the worst.
It was, when you want to take on a new engine after wrecking your old one, needing to restore something quick to get attention back onto you, having steam, picking a gigantic compound melee is probably not the wise choice. I think it's really cool. I'm going to be honest.
It's cool, yeah.
It's incredibly cool. I saw the pictures of it and the videos of it running at WMSR, and I just kept going to everyone else on the Horseman, like, so when are we going? So when are we going to see 1309? Like, I'm into it. I'm digging it. Like, I'm too far in at this point. I support them, and I hope they don't wreck it, like physically, as in like crash it down an embankment or like destroy it mechanically, because
well, of course,
they might.
It's a steam train. Well, that's also true.
Well, that's sort of what I was getting at. Do we think that 1309 is going to fare better than 734?
Well, okay.
Aren't they under new management?
Yeah, that's true. They have new management.
They have to.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they basically ran 734 into the ground.
what was it? 734 technically when she was for her last days of operation, she had technically more flues capped than what was legally allowed.
Oh, nice. Cool. You love to see it.
What is it? Also, it was rumored, I can't get an official source on this, but it was rumored that she actually had a bunch of PVC pipes acting as flues.
That doesn't seem like that should be possible, but I'm not going to question it.
That's moment.
That's alarming.
Well, I mean, okay, as your resident tourist railroad expert. Western Maryland definitely it was getting into the Gettysburg Valley, as we like to put it.
God. That's the worst.
Down to the land of critters. No, wait.
What?
Wrong thing.
Oh.
Nothing.
Oh wait, sorry.
Didn't hear
Give me
that.
a second.
But to conclude this lovely short segment of 1309, or as John Leclerc put it, 1309. What is it? It's great to see it running. However, I am concerned that they won't be able to get enough ridership to keep up running 1309. Like, she's on a Polar Express now, but that's, Polar Express. Like, every parent in the world is going to want to sign their kids up for it because, it's a day, you basically sign off a whole day. However, the thing is that what they did when they bought 1309 was they think, we can get the railfan crowd out there, but they're just that. They're rail fans. They're not actually going to donate to see the train. They're just going to, they're to take photos or they're going to take videos. No one's actually going to ride it. Which is where problems, I think, are going to start arising.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I totally agree. I know that there's a lot of, I'm sure you have backing for what you're saying, but I definitely want to ride behind this thing, which is not a feeling that I've felt about a steam engine I've seen in a while. That said, I mean, I probably would have chosen to ride behind 4014 if I could have, if it wasn't like $5,000 and it wasn't on the other side of the country. But like, this is that, but more accessible. Like, I can can get there if I really want to.
You can also it's also not your entire month's rent.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. You're not spending your child's college fund, which is why I've ridden behind 611 at Strasbourg like 3 times now. It's before
that's value.
Yeah, before like 2018, people that had ridden behind 611 multiple times were people that were either very lucky or very wealthy. And now it's like, you can pay $15 to ride in the open air car for 45 minutes behind 611, and you can just do that like 5 times a day if you really want to. And so it's gone from this extremely exclusive experience a la 4014 to like it's just at a railroad museum, and it's just pulling normal people trains. And
that is actually a very good point. That is a good point. I like that.
That's the long and short of it. I do think it's going to draw a lot of people. I really hope it draws enough. But it's definitely personally got me going like, ooh, and never before have I even considered going to the WMSR. Like, it was never even on my radar. I knew they existed. I did not care. Even when they had 734, I was like, okay, they have fat consolidation. That's neat.
Well, like barely running fat consolidation.
Well, I didn't know that at the time.
I think back in the day it was fine, but that's back in the day, so, yeah.
Shades of CNS 9. Like if you cry every time.
Yes.
Yeah. But I want to talk about that success story, if you can call it that. Success in giant air quotes. Success is that they made it over the finish line, eventually.
It's sort of limping, vomiting, sweating profusely.
After for 5 years saying, we're about to make it over the finish line, come watch, and then not getting anywhere close.
Yeah.
That's the reason I always will make fun of them. Like, they're a laughingstock not because they took 5 years to restore a locomotive, looking at you, Steamtown. I love Steamtown as much as the next guy, but damn. It's because they said year after year, it's almost done, come ride it! And then had to refund the tickets again and again, and they didn't learn anything. But this was
if I had a steam engine, I'd just come out and say, after it's done, hey, it's done.
Yeah, surprise.
Surprise. I wouldn't tell anyone that.
It's going to be like 2816.
I just say,
Yeah, just like, oh, we're
hey,
restoring
I
it.
own a steam engine now, and then like 5 or 10 years later, hey, it was.
Yeah. Now,
What is it?
what?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You can go.
No, I mean, I'm trying to seg to like onto topics and topics. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just going to say final note. Uh, Good luck.
Yeah, good
You'll
luck,
need it.
WMSR. We are
Yeah.
rooting for you. I mean, we were always kind of rooting for you. We were making fun of you, but we were still rooting for you.
Yeah.
Now we have someone else to root for, and that is everyone's.
Lord,
No, we talked about state locomotives. This is probably the most famous state locomotive. Finally, we have movement. It has a pulse, sort of. 1361, guys. We're gonna have a K4 back in service soon. TM.
there's so many things happening this decade already.
I know, right?
Like, you got
Well-
the Stefford coming back, you got 1361 coming back, you got 1309, and then the other thing that happened that we're talking about.
Yeah, I do want. I'm gonna go to that after this, actually,
Yeah.
because I
Okay.
wanted to say, well, Milky, what if you did own a locomotive? But oh, this is really
Yeah.
exciting to me, not just as a fan
Okay,
of
for sure.
standards, but that definitely helps. It's the fact.
It's still, even as a hater of standards, it's still incredible the amount of crap this engine has gone through,
Hmm.
and it's still being worked on, and probably will be done in the next decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not
Wait,
going to
what-
put a timeline on it, but next decade.
So what? My question. One question. What was the catastrophic failure that did take 1361 out of service? Like, I know it was some sort of bearing issue, but was it really that serious?
Don't actually remember,
I
but
don't know.
what I
think it
do
was that
know,
coupled with Conwell.
what I don't know
Because
what
they don't
actually
make-
took 1361 out of service. I wish I knew more about the situation, but I do know that, like every other Pennsylvania railroad engine out there, just go ask the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania. These were made to be. Every part in a PR engine is made to be replaceable, including the entire boiler barrel and firebox. These were the kinds of things where, and you guys have probably heard my spiel before, but when they designed a boiler and firebox, they designed it so that they could build like 3 or 4 locomotive classes around
Yeah.
it. The K4 had the same boiler as the L1 and the I1, if I'm remembering right. And so they could mass produce these things, mass produce boilers, mass produce fireboxes, mass produce every component. And when one was worn out, they'd roll the engine to the shop, they'd pull the boiler barrel off of it, chuck it in the garbage, and drop a new one on. Instead of worrying about, like, ooh, hey, let's test this to make sure if it's good and see if we can get more life out of it. It's like, doesn't matter, we can spend, a fraction of what it would cost just due to economies of scale. And just,
It also helps that they could home build the crap out of everything.
yeah, I mean, Juniata was an incredibly capable
Yeah.
locomotive works. I mean, it still is, as
Yeah,
far
still
as
is.
home road or home built stuff goes. But the fireboxes were made relatively thin compared to a lot of other engines because of this mentality. So
Oh yeah, that's right. Because that's what took 7002 and 1223 out of service.
exactly, and so they rolled. They finally got the boiler and firebox back from Orbisonia, which part of my headcanon in this whole thing. I have no idea about the political inner workings of getting 1361 back, but part of me just gets the feeling of like, okay, they're rebooting the EBT, right? Which I really want to talk about on the podcast at some point, and we need to get over there. But they're rebooting the EBT, and the boiler and firebox of 1361 were just sitting in the shops there, and they probably said, we need to get these out of here. Can we send it like to Altoona? They want it. And so they sent it over there, and this like sparked this whole like, oh crap, we have all of the engine in one place again. We can start putting it back together. So yeah, they are going to need a whole new firebox. They're going to need obviously a lot of work, but yeah, it was it's exciting. Then it's going to tour Pennsylvania when it's done. So I don't know how far
What does
touring
that mean?
Pennsylvania is.
But,
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Can you bring it to Age of Steam?
That would be
Oh yeah,
fun.
and then we'll get yeah, but then they'll buy it before anyone can like do anything about it, and they'll just get stuffed in the roundhouse.
Yeah, well, and then they're just going to keep it there until,
until the end of time.
yeah, until the end of time.
Yeah.
Just like Fred Kepner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they got the Camelback for some
Yeah,
reason.
that's what Fred Kepner did his entire life.
And now he's dead. It's just
Unfortunately,
friggin'
rest in peace.
like
that was just something that dropped.
yeah.
I had heard rumors about this for like a month or two now. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
there's no way that Fred kicked the bucket.
Yeah, you came back from your trip and we were talking about it, and someone was like, "Yeah, Fred Kepner died," and I was just like, "What? What do you mean? No, he's not dead. I haven't heard that he died." And yeah, he is. He died. I mean,
Rest in peace.
yeah, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Like he leaves
He
behind
dedicated his entire life to Steam.
Yeah,
And that is honorable.
and he's got an absurd
say what you will
collection.
about say what you will about the condition of his collection, but the work that he did to save it for us future generations
Mm-hmm.
of people that want to do stuff with this
Okay,
is
so
incredible.
here's the rap sheet. All right. McBride Sugar number 4, 060 30-inch gauge. Oregon
You can
American
buy
Lumber
that.
105, a standard gauge 262 with tender. Oregon American Lumber 104, a 262T. Glen Alden Corp 28, a 36 gauge Vulcan 040. Long Bell number 4, another Prairie. Oregon Pacific and Eastern number 1, another Prairie tank engine. Oregon Pacific, Sierra Railroad 38, which is a 2662.
Yeah.
Great Northern 1246, which is a 280. Sierra Railroad 18, which is a 280 that's missing the tender, question mark.
It got scrapped.
Oh, F.
The tender got scrapped in 1955, but let's be on the point.
Sierra Railroad 36, which is a Mikado. Pickering Lumber Corp. number 8, which is a 3-truck Shay. Charles McCormick Lumber Company number 100, which is a
Where are you finding this information?
It's in the Trains Mag article.
Yeah.
Kepner Collection sold.
Very good.
And the Southern Pacific Wrecking Crane number 7180.
That's a steam wrecking crane, by the way.
That's cool. He also owned
This weird engine in Mississippi.
Yeah, Bonholm and Hattiesburg.
How the hell he owned that.
2882. Sierra Railroad 34. 2882.
I wonder where that's going.
Weyerhaeuser Timber 101, which is a Baldwin diesel.
193.
And it has a coach with it.
Yeah, that's in K Falls on display.
Pickering Crane number 2. And
I wonder where that's going to go.
Yeah, so what's happening with all of these, Milky?
Okay, so the Oregon Coast Scenic, because they Trains Magazine updated the article to include the ones that Oregon Coast Scenic is trying to keep for themselves and do stuff with, because they're the Oregon Coast Scenic Railroad and they got people and money, so they do things. So anyway, they will keep 4 engines. Pickering, say, number 8. That's a pretty neat one to keep. 38, the biggest one of them all. That one I'm kind of surprised about, but not really. They probably ran Skookum and were like, damn, we need one of these.
I want one.
We want one of these.
We need a big thing.
And then the 2 Oregon American Lumber locomotives, the Prairie Tank and the Prairie, which I think is neat because those engines have a bit of historical significance to the area. So I think that's neat that they're keeping both of those as well. And also, god damn it. I've said for years how all the engines that I would want to buy from that collection, the 105 would be it. But no, they want to keep that. So 018 it is.
And now everything else is on sale.
Yeah, I think they
Keep your eyes out for the military convoy to Age of Steam.
Yeah, I think they plan on. The final list of what is available is in the works. Inquiries about purchasing locomotives should be directed to Martin E. Hansen himself, who is the General Counsel for the Oregon Coast Scenic Railroad, our state FRA guy, and the train nut. So he's been in charge of this um, estate for probably 20 plus years,
Wow.
maybe
Oh, wow.
more. So there's some serious estate planning that went into this, which is
So
great.
he's the guy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So he's the goat that saved everything.
Age of
And
Steam should buy more of these.
this
Please
has
do.
always been kind of a topic of, oh, what would happen, or what happens when Fred unfortunately passes away. And I'm happy that we got this outcome, that Oregon Coast Scenic is doing 4 engines. And the rest of the engines are going to find good homes, I can guarantee it.
I sure hope so.
If I had to put a bet on it, the Sierra engines are probably going to go back home.
Uh-oh. My Discord just crashed. That's unfortunate.
No matter where they wind up. Even the 30 inch engine, I'm sure will wind up in a good home.
And again, hopefully no concrete.
That
Hopefully
weirdo
no
30-inch engine,
Oh,
yeah.
wait, no.
The 30-inch engine ends up at WWF and they regauge it to 2 foot. They're like, sorry, this is the only thing I know.
Yeah, the stuff that surprised me the most was the stuff I owned but was off-site. I didn't know that I owned a Baldwin diesel. That's really cool. It's probably going to stay where it is, but it's pretty cool.
Well, Baldwin diesels do tend to stay where they are.
I mean, like, not where they can go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Unless they get moved out of their shed.
Yeah, did we talk about that? I feel like
I don't think
we can just talk about that.
No.
The shark noses got moved outside of their shed.
And everyone, like, melted down.
Yeah, allegedly it was... Yeah, seriously, the internet exploded with it, which is why we probably don't need to talk about it at all. But allegedly it was for a really mundane reason. No.
Yeah, because they had no space. That was the reason.
Yeah.
So, I'll throw a link to that for more people that are interested in the fate of the shark noses. But...
No, they got, like, a whole article on it and everything. I was just like... Is this really that deserving? Like, please go touch grass.
Yeah, there were articles on it. There were, I saw a ton of YouTube videos on it with, like, these crazy clickbaity titles, like, never seen in 20 years, or however long it's been. And everyone at the model railroad was talking about it, and I'm just like, they needed to, like, wash something inside of it.
They just moved them, that's all.
They're not going anywhere.
Fire it up. They didn't move it under its own power. They just moved it. Period.
Yeah. In before it turns out that guy has died too. And these are going to somewhere.
I mean, that owner also guaranteed that they're going to museums. It's just a matter of where.
Yeah. No, that's true. It's sort of a question of, where, when. When is the guy gonna kick the bucket / donate them? But
it's kind of like the discussion around Kepner for the past 3 decades.
Yeah. Well, if this guy died at the same time as Kepner did, can we prove that they weren't the same person?
Yeah.
Has anyone seen them in a room together?
Right.
Anyway.
All I gotta say is that I'm glad that I had the opportunity to walk through the collection as it was.
Yeah, you got to visit them.
It's a neat collection.
You got to visit them in their natural habitat.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I didn't have to travel 200 miles between locations or wherever the hell they're going to end up at.
Yeah, imagine in the future doing like the Kepner tour where you go to all the railroads that his locomotives are now at.
Yeah.
It's like thousands of miles of road tripping across the country. I mean, that'd be
neat.
Anyway. Wonder if any of them will end up on the Fillmore and Western. Actually, is Jader still awake? Nope.
Trader.
Is TJ still awake?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Jader's
Well, I can go in.
Jader's discussion topic was
Western.
the Fillmore and Western, which we actually
They were
I think we
Northern.
talked about it last time, right?
we
Or
mentioned
we
it.
talked about it briefly because of the Lone Ranger locomotives.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. And now this is actually good that we have this as closure because the Sierra Northern Railway will be the new operator of Ventura County.
There we go again.
Rail line.
Another Sierra tie-in.
Yeah. So I'm stupid. Is this the same Sierra?
Yes.
So do
The
you?
Sierra Northern took over what was left of the Sierra Railway.
Okay.
So yes,
Oh, I thought they were okay.
basically the Sierra Northern transcended the Sierra.
Holy crap! We're more tied in than we even thought we were.
Yeah.
I
What is it?
Hmm.
You know what? That sort of reminds me of what is it? You know how Union Pacific like went on a buying spree of like everything they formerly used to own.
Yeah.
Sort of reminds me of that.
Well, do you think Sierra Northern is going to be going on a buying spree of all the Sierra Railway's steam engines?
I wouldn't put it past them,
Maybe.
because
I mean,
they
according to
they-
this, they have their own passenger cars and freight cars. So
yeah, and they ran
maybe they'll do tours stuff again.
they ran the Logo short line that had that 060.
Oh
So
god, I forgot about
I
the
don't
YOLO
think-
shoreline.
yeah, my favorite railroad.
For like 6 months, the YOLO shoreline was my favorite thing in the world. Yeah, 13-1 vote.
I mean, what can't you not like about them? They had old diesels, a steam engine.
By a 13-1 vote, the commission approved the contract for the operation of the 30-mile. The interesting thing about this, which we touched on last episode, which is that because it's like right next door to Hollywood, this is where tons of stuff was filmed.
Movies were filmed.
Yeah. And so it's good
Yeah,
that...
movies, music videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't the Fillmore? Wait, hold on. Well, I'm sorry if this is like different, but wasn't the Fillmore and Western featured in YouTube Rewind?
Was it?
Were they?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, no, it was.
It probably was.
Which one? Can you
I'm
find a
not
link to
doubting
that?
it.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me find it. Hold on.
That's
Yeah, it's
weird.
2017.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Hold on. Where is it? I'm gonna find like you guys an image of it. Yeah. Yeah. Here. Yeah. Yeah. Here. It's in Terminus podcast. It's real. Look at it.
Rewind is coming.
Oh,
That's,
They did it for like one side
my
of the
God.
locomotive.
That's
that's
hilarious.
actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, Jader, you want to tell us more about what's going on with the F&W now that you're awake?
Yeah. So I think I've been awake this whole time,
Uh-huh.
but like my headphones came slightly unplugged, so I could
Oof.
hear, but I don't think the microphone
Oh,
worked.
okay, fair enough.
Let's see. Well, they have a date, or their takeover date for operating the railroad is December 26th. So, like right after Christmas, they're going to start.
Boxing Day.
Yeah, Boxing Day. Yeah, they're gonna start, and they want to do freight service. They have 2 engines they're going to bring in for it. 2, I think, gensets. Yeah, 2 gensets they're going to bring in for it.
Like how they're
They
getting
have their
gensets.
own-
That kind of cracks me up.
Yeah, I
don't know
read
why,
that. I'm like,
but-
I'm like, ew, gensets, but okay. If they work, that's cool. They have their own freight cars they're going to bring in for it. Their own inventory of passenger cars they can bring in. So they should be good to do. Or let's see, they want to, be able to provide some good tourist service, good freight service, and be able to cater to Hollywood for whatever they need.
Yeah, which is where their money really is. I know they want to build like a transload facility at the end of the line, but like they need to just be like full on. Yes, we are your movie railroad, because not only does that get them plenty of customers in the Hollywoodverse, it also means that there will be more trains in random TV shows and stuff.
Yeah.
So, whenever I always take note of, like, I used to watch a bunch of NCIS, and every time there'd be, like, a train in it, I'm like, I know where that is. This was filmed on the Fillmore and Western. So, it's good to see them coming back. It's not really a surprise that they are. I was really stunned when they closed down.
It wasn't family operated for like the longest time.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, and they retired from it. It's just understandable. You get to that point where you call it good.
Yeah. You call it good
They're
and
also
start buying
doing
steam
track
engines.
work to get the speed up to 25, so that's good. Very good.
Anyway, alright, so now there's no easy way to get from these relatively tight topics onto the last thing that we need to talk about. So, TJ, take it away.
Yes. Finally, the Hudson River Rail Tunnel, after years of gridlock,
So many
has
years.
been has had federal approval. It says that the
They got some
federal
permits.
the federal infrastructure permitting dashboard shows a big check mark that the
Yay!
Hudson Tunnel project has gotten all federal environmental permits. Amtrak and New Jersey Transit were also co-applicants for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers for the permit. So
Gotcha. Well, now, see, it's fun. You think this is a great success, right? It's been 113 years since they started, 111 years since they started work on the original tunnels, which, 1910. And they built Penn Station, may it rest in peace. Actually, may it not rest in peace, dig that thing up and rebuild it. But,
Dig it up and rebuild the main line.
yeah, fill it with concrete, gobbles. But seriously, the tunnels were 91 years old, 92 years old when they flooded in Hurricane Sandy, and that was almost 10 years ago. It's crazy to me to think that was 10 years ago. But it's not like they didn't need work at that point. They really need work now. And there's no easy way to make this happen. Now, if people were really, really enterprising, maybe they could have made it happen during COVID when they had train volumes at like an all-time low. But even still, it's tough to run a one-track line for that many trains.
yeah, well, I mean that wouldn't have been possible because the Trump administration didn't support the Gateway project.
Okay, well, yeah, that's fair enough. There are political hurdles to get over. And in
They
fairness,
still have to get the funding for the
yeah, I was
project.
going to say, in fairness, they still are. They need, well, the permit allows them up to 12 billion and change, but
It's just a small amount,
Yeah.
a little bit amount.
a small loan of $12 billion, nobody's ready to give it to them. They have permits to get the money, now they need to get the money. Like,
So, what boggles my mind is that, what is it? What really boggles me is that Amtrak is like, if you look at all their promotional advertising and all that, and like, this is the future, rides with us. Like, here they are, like, okay, great. So where's that money coming from? Like, okay, buddy, cool, the future rides with us. Okay, what about the checking accounts? Do they ride with you? I'm not sure.
no, the checking account rides with Congress, which is the problem.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
One more
the
lane.
problem, so to speak, but it is.
It's the problem.
Well, the thing is,
Most of the problem.
I hesitate to call it the problem because if we're really going to dig into it, like, as opposed to
Let's say it'd probably be the Senate.
Yeah.
If we're really going to go into it, it'd be the Senate,
yeah.
not the
Well,
House. But
what I'm trying to say is, right, if you say, well, the problem is the fact that checking accounts with Congress, that who else would the checking account be with?
That's true.
'Cause
I mean, I'm just-
you're not going to make them private. They're not going to make any money that way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what I'm honestly, floored about is that, what is it? You see all these, like, really kind of bizarre, like, rail corridor ideas. Like, have you guys seen the one about, what is it? You guys seen the one that was trying to link New York to Chicago via Buffalo and like basically reroute? Well, basically not reroute, but basically make corridor trains on the route of the Lakeshore Limited and split it up to 4 sections. Like, there's so many groups like that want to make all train travel all better, but they're not willing to do anything practical about it.
Actually, it's funny you say that. I think I just got rid of an article that was about that specific thing while I was pruning for this episode. Yeah, we had an article about just like Chicago to New York service and how to improve upon that. And I've actually written my own dissertation on Reddit as to how to improve the Lakeshore Limited, how to turn it into a faster train. It's funny that this exact thing, and I just want to go off on a tangent on this for a second because Milky, it ties it back to the thing that I was talking at the beginning of the podcast about. The most recent Well, There's Your Problem podcast was about the Chicago to New York airline, which, TJ, you know how well airlines have done in the past, from our local one.
Oh yeah.
For those who are confused, no, I'm not talking about planes. I'm talking about a railroad that ignores basically everything and just goes in a dead straight line. So
it's funny. Alice, it's funny you should mention that. The Seaboard airline actually had, when it merged with the ACL, it actually had the more curvy route and was like actually filed for, like, tried to abandon it or something. It was weird. Just wanted to mention that. Okay,
I'm going to write, sorry, I'm just filling in the thing here for Well, There's Your Problem Airline because I want to give that link in the cargoes where it belongs. But the fun thing about this is they were trying to build an interurban railroad in a dead straight line between Chicago and New York City.
Yep.
They wanted to have a ruling grade of no greater than 1%. And they wanted to have no curves. None. 0. Yeah.
Good luck.
So they spent ridiculous sums on otherwise very simple tasks, like crossing a small creek, because they refused to turn and, like, go to a easier spot to cross it. Every town along their route had a special spur that went off to it because the line itself did not go through the town. Because if it was to go through those towns, then it would have to curve. You know? They were building.
Wouldn't that take longer for the train to get to the town then?
Well, yes, but the point was to build a direct route from Chicago to New York. All of this faffing about with the towns along the route was just to raise money for the ultimate goal. Otherwise, it didn't matter to them. They were, But the most entertaining part about this whole podcast was, other than watching them dismally fail by, again, overspending on everything, because you can't just build a railroad in a dead straight line and expect it to work. Their vision was great. Like, to build a railroad like they were building it was wonderful. But you can't do it like that. You need to unshackle yourself a little bit. Like, their ultimate goal was a great idea, just making a direct route from Chicago to New York. The way they were going about it, not a great idea. Is what I was trying to say.
If it was just built as a regular interurban, they probably would have succeeded.
Yeah, and eventually the company that it was accidentally turned over to another person because they were paying somebody in shares of the company and they accidentally gave him more than half of the shares.
Nice.
And that person basically wrested control of the railroad and built it into a new town that was forming. I might be getting some of this history wrong, but the name of that town, Gary, Indiana.
Urban decay.
No, even better. The New York-Chicago airline, also known as Gary Railways. I'm not kidding.
Yep.
And that was their dramatic reveal. Like, it wasn't that dramatic in the podcast, but for me sitting there knowing Gary Railways, and 40 minutes into this show, they go, yeah, and so it turned into Gary Railways. I go, what?
I because I did so much research for that one route build, I knew the connection between the two. And I'm happy that you now know.
It was so good. But yeah, that they were trying to do this, and they ponied up like they gave like a ridiculous amount of stock out to raise money for this, and then they made it like 20 miles and ran out of money.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
20 miles in like Indiana, right?
yeah,
That
Indiana,
that
not a
reminds
very
me of what-
hilly place.
yeah,
Yeah.
sounds
Oh,
about right for
what
an
is it?
interurban of the time.
Yeah. Uh,
I mean, you know, it's funny you should mention about, you know, making trains run better. You know what I'm really surprised hasn't taken off?
what?
Auto trains.
It's funny. I've had this conversation like 3 times in the past 2 weeks. This is hilarious. It is absolutely true. It is boggling. The auto train is what, the only Amtrak long distance train that
Yeah.
actually turns a profit.
Yeah.
And it's hugely popular. And I think the only thing that holds it back is just the infrastructure. Like, if it's not bad enough to have to build track and stations, to have to build an auto terminal, that's a lot.
Yeah,
That's a lot of space.
The original auto train had those problems because the original auto train made like 3 of them,
What is it?
or 2 different trains.
I will say that,
There's a great auto train doc.
yeah, I will say, the documentary is good and go watch it. What is it? But it is, because there has to be like a clientele.
Mm-hmm.
Like, imagine being able to take your car from Chicago to Los Angeles. Like, that
Well,
is
do you
huge.
need miles on it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge.
Like, I mean, I don't. I mean, here's what you really need to do. You know, just tack 1 or 2 auto carriers at the end of the California's effort, and like charge a premium price for it, see if anyone bites, and then, you know, work it off from there.
That would be wonderful if they had the facilities to load and unload
Yeah.
in convenient locations. You know?
This is true.
And if you're gonna do that, you might as well go whole
station.
hog. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely. I feel like if they put the money down to make this kind of thing happen, we could have auto trains left, right, and center, or at least, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 of them between major destinations.
I think that would save American railroading, like passenger rail. Like, I know it's a bit of
It could.
a.
But
I think that's what we really need to invest into.
I wonder what the estimated cost of building a terminal like Stanford is, or Sanford. Because that would be like okay, if you can set aside this much money, you can have another auto train, and then it's just onto the permitting and fundraising, just like the gateway tunnels. Which, to get back to the topic, right? The old tunnels are going to be basically shut down as soon as the new ones are done. So they want to start building in 2023. They want to get them done as soon as possible. 10 billion of the project cost allocated is for the new tunnels, and 2.2 billion is for the old ones. So, Gateway Development Corp officials warned that delays to the project increase the cost due to inflation. Yeah. So, yeah, it's been a decade since this was necessary, and here we are.
Very good.
The states received a boost from recent changes to the programs that allow the loans to be paid back over 75 years. So,
Oh boy.
yeah. I mean, I don't want that mortgage on my house, but as far as infrastructure projects go, it makes a little more sense. And, yeah. So, the thing that... This is sort of a Penn Station tangent. I just want to get onto this, and then we'll kind of close up the show, unless anybody has anything else to say. But,
Yep.
Boy, it would be wonderful if you could get Long Island Railroad, Metro North, and New Jersey Transit to operate as one unit. To operate through trains. That's not. I know there are reasons why that's not, like, feasible equipment-wise, but if they could manage that, it would make a lot of the... It would increase the capacity by a margin, because right now Penn Station basically is acting as a terminal for trains in both directions. The only trains that run all the way through are Amtrak trains, and that's not a lot of them compared to all the Metro North, Long Island Railroad, and New Jersey Transit trains that come through Penn Station on a daily basis. Actually, I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. I don't believe Metro North comes into Penn Station, but if you could get those three networks to work together, then you could have through trains, which would be neat in and of itself, but you would also be able to basically reduce station dwell time, because for a train coming from Long Island and then going on to New Jersey, you only have to stop at the station once, versus a train from Long Island terminating and then leaving the platform, and then a train to New Jersey coming in and beginning its run there on the same platform. It takes about twice as long. So, or longer. That's just that's another pie in the sky thing with Penn Station. We had another one that had to do with access to Penn Station.
Well, what is it? It would be nice to, have a cohesive commuter system that doesn't, and plus with COVID-19, the spread and all that, I think the less people milling around, the better.
Yeah, I mean, it means that people going through don't have to get off at Penn Station. So yeah, I guess that's a distinct advantage. Yeah, as an aside, we have the Penn Station Access Project that Metro North is coming to Penn Station, I believe. They'll bring Metro North service to Penn Station via the existing Amtrak corridor route over the Hellgate Bridge, which is neat. It's expected to take 63 months, so 5 years, to add some new Metro North stations along the way, and is estimated to reduce commute times by up to 75 minutes for some passengers. So this is a step in the right direction, sort of. It's also, a step in the direction of outmoding Grand Central Terminal, which is, as a Pensy guy, suck it, Blues. As a, just normal railroad preservation guy, that's kind of weird. I don't think that's the end game here at all, but it's just being,
Right.
Anyway. Yeah. Penn Station.
Cool station.
Mango Gobbles. Also, I don't know what happened to... TJ, did you delete your article?
Yeah, I did.
Can you put that back? I need that. Thank you. Yoink. Alright, I'll put them in the cargoes for everyone to look at. A record low number of things. Just saying. Record low number of articles that we've actually covered, but I think we covered all the important ones. Anyway. Maintenance of way stuff. Okay, so Locomotive Royale is done for now. We finished Season 6. I'm going to go back and revisit the style point rules, because I think Season 6 was a good test of the new rules. Things need to be a little bit snappier, so we'll see. After the holidays are done, I will be bringing back for probably 2 or 3 months Wednesday specials or community playdates, possibly both. I might try out doing Wednesday specials that are pre-recorded and then community playdates that are streamed, and then invite the whole Discord server. That would be Wednesdays for the specials and Friday for the community playdates. All this stuff will be voted on, and I'm waiting until after the holidays to do it, because things are hectic enough right now. But that is the long and short of what's going on with the channel. Does anybody have any advertisements?
Can I plug my site?
Absolutely.
Great. Let me do that. Where should I put it?
You can put it in the Terminus thing, and I'll throw it in the cargo for you.
Where is it? Should I put it under discussion top? Where Maintenance Away?
No. Just put it in the group. Put it in the channel.
I got it. There you go.
You can plug whatever you want. You can plug your YouTube channel, your book. You can plug your Snapchat if you want. I don't care.
We have
OnlyFans.
Yeah, go for it.
That's what I was thinking. You can plug your OnlyFans.
What?
Like I said, I'm gonna make an OnlyFans. It's just gonna be pictures of Lafayette.
Nice.
Anyway, has anyone else got any other advertisements? No? Okay. With that... latest train on Amtrak. I'm looking at the document it's been a month. How do I do this? I don't remember how this works. Oh, the Patriots lost. Well, there's 2 minutes left, but they're down by 10, so that's... Oh well. Oh man, that's a messy map. All right, nobody else look at the Amtracker. Take your guesses.
I've heard from Graham that it's a wreck today.
It is
So,
a real wreck.
so I'm gonna guess the eastbound Southwest Chief.
Eastbound Southwest Chief. Okay, that's a good guess
I knew,
considering
I
Graham is
knew,
the
I
one
knew that
that's.
was a bad one.
There are so many bad ones on this map. I just gotta say.
Yeah,
Uh,
of course.
all right. Any other guesses? Who else?
Do the
I'm gonna-
westbound Zephyr.
West,
Yeah, Zephyrs.
Westbound Zephyr.
Yeah.
I heard Jader say Westbound Zephyr. Right.
I'll take eastbound Zephyr
Okay,
then.
Eastbound Zephyr. Okay, yeah, switch it up. All right, TJ.
I'll take the westbound Lakeshore Limited.
Okay. All right, I'll start with that one. Lakeshore Limited to Chicago. You want to know the color first?
Sure.
It's green.
Oh, great.
Darn, it's 22 minutes late. It's in Syracuse. It's in
Syracuse.
Syracuse. The eastbound Zephyr. Well, there are a bunch of Zephyrs. Actually, I'll do the westbound first. There are 2 westbounds on the system. One is on time at Helper, Utah. The other one is 23 minutes late at Creston, Iowa. So not that bad. As for eastbound Zephyrs, we have 19 minutes late at Winnemucca, Nevada. And 4 hours, 51 minutes late experiencing a service disruption outside of Denver, Colorado. Hasn't made it yet. It actually just left Winter Park, so it's heading into the tunnel now, or at least it was. It might be on the other side by now. Okay, the Southwest Chief, eastbound Southwest Chief to Chicago. There are 2 on system. One of them is 15 minutes late. The other one is 3 hours and 8 minutes late at Trinidad, Colorado. So, what is the latest train on Amtrak? Well, Milky, you were very close. It's the westbound Southwest Chief. At 8 hours and 9 minutes late, having left the second stop 5.5 hours behind schedule. So, it left Naperville 5 hours and 43 minutes late, and it's only accumulated from there. It's only snowballed from there. So,
How the fuck?
I don't know. I think there was a mechanical failure right outside of Chicago. Yeah, they can't get those long distance chargers in there soon enough, or
No.
fast enough. Just anything
Just
that
bring back the F40s and shit.
it bring back. Yes, exactly. And just
Return to tradition.
exactly. Bring back the F40s and put like 4 of them on a train, so that
Yeah.
if they break down, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Or E units.
Yeah.
Go steal them.
Yeah.
They have so many E units, man. All right. Anyway,
They have 7.
it's time to terminate. I'm gonna bring some closure to something. Hey, do you guys remember, like, early last year, the guy tried to drive a locomotive,
Yeah.
like, down
Into
a
a
dock
boat, right?
into the
Yeah.
FEMA boat? Or into the hospital ship because, I don't know, conspiracy theories or whatever. So that guy finally pled guilty to a terrorism charge. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's not funny. But yeah, a San Pedro, California man pled guilty to a terrorism charge for intentionally derailing this Pacific Harbor Line locomotive in a 2020 incident. At least they got a photo of the actual locomotive. That's a pretty good step up for some of these articles.
Yeah.
Yeah, half the time it's
Yeah.
just Valley Railroad 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Train.
there's your closure on Train 911.
Yeah.
Anyway, Milky?
I have this wonderful picture here that I found of way near 38 at Railroad Camp up in Washington. I just thought that I'd share in honor of it actually being saved.
Yay!
Yay. Or you can go scenic, please. Fire up.
Alright, TJ?
I just want to say Happy Holidays and Merry Christmas.
Yeah! Happy Zombie Day.
Jump.
Jader?
This came up in my recommended, and it gave me flashbacks to
Oh no.
when we used Skype.
Oh no, what is this?
skip to like 20 seconds in.
Okay, hold on. I'll have to. Hopefully, we don't get like flagged for this. Oh, it's got an ad on front of it. Whatever. And Ryan.
Amen.
Well, thank you all for coming on this extended episode of the podcast, even though it actually didn't go that far over a typical length. And of course, thanks to Stephen West for running the local base. Without that, we wouldn't be able to make a good chunk of this show. Thank you to Virtual Railfan for not dropping a copyright strike on us yet for using their videos. All credit goes to them. Thank you to Gloria for putting up with my antics all the time. And yeah, thanks all to the viewers as well. So, we will see you in a couple of weeks. Is it in the new year? Will it be in the new year? Actually, the next podcast, if we do it on time, will be on January 1st. So, don't get too hungover at your New Year's parties, everyone. We've got.
Oh no, I plan on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll fuck
Your
it.
tail sucks.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Adios.